Josh will be on Zoroark, and Jalen will be on Gardevoir GX.
Yeah, it looks like Josh is opting for a pretty standard Zoroark list.
I was playing his deck actually yesterday. I was setting up pretty well, so we should have a good game here.
Pretty good, a pretty interesting inclusion that Josh is playing is the Deoxys from Celestial Storm over the Naganadel. The Deoxys definitely provides a little bit more flexibility against Chimecho, but obviously isn't relevant in this matchup.
Jalen having silver border candies in his opening hand. Come on.
Filthy.
It's all good. I saw an Elms in Josh's hand.
What did he start? Deoxys? I think it was. I saw he drew it.
I know Jalen's starting
Is that a lit?
Cosmog.
Yep, that's a Cosmog. Okay, do we know who's going first? Or did we not see that?
No, they haven't put a dice or anything out on it yet.
Let's see.
Did Brett get the bye?
I think Brett did get the bye.
Insane. Shout out Brett Burns.
Shout out Brett Burns.
Wow, Josh's hand
Shout
is
out my
quite
teammate.
literally all supporters and one choice spam.
Oh yeah, if Josh is going first, this is huge. His
His hand's insane if he's going first with no hand disruption from Jalen. Because Jalen probably wants to play Elms on the first turn too.
Yeah, and there's no let loose in Jalen's deck.
No let loose, no judge. Because there was no... The only supporter that could hand disrupt in this format was Judge, right?
Yes. Yeah, because N rotated. Yeah. It was
There was
literally
no stamp yet.
literally
Let loose and Judge.
supporter judge and Pokemon judge. you had it on an ability of a basic. Pretty broken. That was searchable by
Treasure.
almost like every card
Ultra
I can
Ball.
think of. Yeah, Treasure, Ultra Ball. I guess you couldn't use Nest Ball.
No Nest Ball.
And it had 70 HP, so I guess you
You
couldn't
couldn't Elm.
Elm for it. That'd be insane.
Elm was 70 HP. Think about how many
Oh
more
yeah.
decks would have played it. Because there were so many
Oh.
70...
Well, hopefully we'll be seeing who's going first here soon. Looks like both players' hands are pretty playable, so hopefully we can get you guys a real game.
Mark is announcing the tournament now. I think we're at least 5 rounds, if not 6.
I think
soon
we're
as
at
Mark
5.
goes. It's going to be pretty close because we had a couple people show up right at the end too.
Shall see.
All right, there's an Ultra Ball in Jalen's hand. Oh, both these hands are playable.
Oh yeah.
You love to see it.
We got a game. He's got a Ralts 2 in hand. I see.
Actually, there's Josh playing Judge still. He was yesterday. Did he cut it? No.
Yeah. He's
So,
still playing a hand disruption.
Josh can hand disrupt Jalen. Jalen can never hand disrupt Josh, which
Yeah.
is relevant when Josh is playing Zor.
Yeah, especially when Jalen's playing a more broken trade, which is
Discard, draw 3, the Swampert.
yes, on the Swampert, instead of
Power
2
draw.
cards, yeah, instead of 2 cards, it was 3 cards, but you had to discard 1 from your hand.
It was stage 2, though.
It was.
Dude, imagine if there was TM Evo in this format.
Oh lord.
Crazy, dude.
TM Evo in this format would be unfair.
Insane. Actually unfair.
Well, I guess it would be a little harder because you can't search for it. I don't think there was any like.
No, Adventure Bag. Adventure Bag.
Or I
in
guess
this
yeah, you
format.
did have Adventure Bag, but you did yeah. I mean, but most of your supporters were gonna be like Elms or something first. I think.
Waking Eyes. Shout out you. Shout out for following.
Shout out for Waking Guys
Welcome
for
to the
follow.
gang. All right, they're still doing the announcements. So what's relevant also is if Jalen is going second, there's a world to where he can beacon to search for 2 Pokemon. And I did see the Ninetales already in hand. All right. Josh won the flip, and it's another supporter. How many entries?
31.
31 entries.
So we got money, boys. We got money.
Sweet.
2 short of
Sweet.
6 rounds, too. So that means we had a
So it
pretty good turn.
Looks like we got an Elm from Josh here. I think, yep.
Ditto Prism Star.
Couple Zorua grab is looking.
I don't know. Muck isn't relevant in this matchup. You may just want to grab Zorua, Ditto. So
Yeah, 'cause
then that could be your
that-
Lycanroc.
Ditto
Right,
can just
like-
become anything that you want it to be.
Is there anything else that could become besides Muck or
Just
either the
Muck.
GXs?
Just Muck and the GXs. He doesn't play Naganadel or anything. You see a pass.
And a Solgaleo GX. That's gonna be good in Ultra Ball fodder.
Let's see. I
It's
do see
not
a candy.
relevant.
I
I see a Ralts, a Candy, a Ninetales. Actually, 2 Ralts.
think we are. Ooh.
Ooh,
This is an awkward hand. I don't know if Jalen wants to get rid of any of these cards.
it's got to be
Get rid of the Ralts
Ralts,
Timer
wow.
Bell. You're definitely gonna grab a Lele here. He has no supporters in his hand.
no supporters.
Ooh,
Ooh,
up there. Okay.
Okay.
The
Saw the
Lele's in
Hyper
deck.
Lele.
There's what? One Lele?
Ooh, 2 Lele.
2 Lele? Okay, so one's prized.
Which is relevant that one's prized because now you can't beacon for another Lele.
Yeah, and this is your only supporter search for the rest of the game. Or I guess, yeah, the only supporter search because the Ninetales grabs items, nothing else.
I'm curious why Jalen decided to keep the Solgaleo in hand and not Ultra Ball it away instead of the Timer Ball or the Ralts.
Because what? We don't have, what Pokemon? We have what? Rescue Scratcher, and that's it? Does
Well,
need-
he also has Twilight GX to bring him back.
That's true, yeah. He does have the GX attack, so, yeah. Solgaleo's GX attack
Actually,
is...
I don't see a Rescue Stretcher on
Yeah,
Jalen's list.
I do not. I don't think the deck played Rescue
No.
Stretcher. So I guess his only...
His only
Pokemon
recovery
abilities.
is Twilight.
Okay, so we got...
So no Mudkip on board. Relevant to know.
They do play a Marshtomp, so he can still evolve his Ditto into a Marshtomp.
Gonna bench the other Ralts.
This is a pretty good start. We can imagine that
Bloodthirsty.
Josh is gonna try to go for Bloodthirsty Eyes.
Well,
Oh,
so with the start that Josh has, having a Cynthia now, Zork doesn't play Switch, and Guzma can't be played, so it's either going to be a Psychic from Deoxys or no Knockout.
because Cosmog is weak to Metal. Is it weak to
Dark.
Psychic or Dark? Yeah,
Dark.
I was about to say. I know it had a weird weakness.
No
Okay,
Zork.
still-
Yeah,
okay,
all
all
right.
right.
One.
We got
And a Timer Ball.
Timer Ball. That's huge. Let's see what we're gonna flip here.
At least one.
Heads. Is that double heads?
That's at least one. Let's see. Is he?
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Just
One heads?
yeah. You already have the Lycanroc in hand and a Zork. You don't want to. I mean,
You want
I
you,
think
you,
Muck's
you,
prized. I didn't
yeah.
see it on the initial search because you wouldn't mind trading away a Muck.
Muck actually
Muck
getting
would
Muck
shut
here
off Ditto.
that is pretty huge. Yeah, thinking about
Muck would
that.
shut off Ditto, which just means it's a dead bench sitter for the rest of the game.
And then that also means Jalen cannot use Lele, but we know that he has the other one prized.
Okay, I mean, raid.
To Ranguru, okay, so no, it does not look like we're gonna see an attack this turn. You can see
Now,
the
do
energy
you
attachment.
Stretcher back for that Rockruff now, so then you can threaten.
Oh no,
oh,
we
no,
already
there's
have
another
one.
in hand.
I think we're gonna see the
Attachment has to go on the
Yep.
Rockruff, because you need to be able to dangerous rogue a Guardy. Oh,
ooh, we're gonna see it on the Deoxys and a pass.
oh wow.
Oh, Jalen's hand is
So there's
kind-
no supporter, but it just got significantly better. Because you can Ninetales, and you have Guardy, and you have Solgaleo. Is
we
there
need
any
to see
other-
he needs energy. He doesn't have any energy, but
He plays Energy Lotto.
so he could search out the energy lotto, but then he could just miss energy off the energy lotto too.
Well, actually, I don't know if I saw Energy Lotto on the deck search.
Yeah, he
I
might be
see
using a weirder
Max.
art.
Potion. I see Timer Ball. Candy.
He's prize checking. I don't see
No
it.
Lotto. No Lotto. Lotto's prize.
Man, that is
Now
an
that
awkward hand.
you have to flip a Timer Ball heads now, I think, to be able to get March Stomp, right?
I think honestly, I mean, do you try to flip heads and try to get Swampert and Candy and draw more cards?
Well, you can't Candy Ditto. It has to go to
Ooh,
phase
that's
one.
true. Yeah, you can't do that. Ooh, so maybe not getting that Mudkip was probably huge.
There's one. Okay, so has to be Marshall.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah, no,
Oh, don't grab it.
don't
You
grab
can't do
it.
it. Oh, I wonder if he's playing the 70 HP Mudkips. I wonder if he couldn't find 60s.
70 HP Mud. I think this one was 60.
The 32.
The Celestial Storm ones. I want to say they were.
Because there was two. A cup I messed up on and accidentally wrote down.
Yeah.
Is that 32
That's
as well?
32.
Okay, so is playing the 60s. Opted for the Ditto. You have to go Candy.
That's what we are thinking of seeing here. Maybe?
I mean,
Jalen's hand is just a whole. He's got the Pokemon pieces, but he's got literally nothing else.
so if Jalen was gonna keep that Solgaleo the whole time and just not play it, I wonder why not keep that other timer ball.
So we trade away the Oranguru and trading away the Ultra Ball. Oh,
Josh's hand doesn't seem great, honestly.
his hand is a whole lot of nothing
There's a whole
too.
lot of just mid Zoro cards.
No DCs, no
No
Guzma
Dossisaur.
to try to take a prize. 'Cause,
Can't even corner the Lele at the moment.
man, if Josh had a way to,
Oh well, no, he has a Lele in hand.
ooh, he does. Oh, he does.
And you know what's crazy? He's attaching that fighting onto the Deoxys. He now cannot. What's it called? He couldn't Dangerous Rogue the Guardy GX.
Right.
But now gonna try to Cynthia and hope to draw into a DC to be able to.
Deoxys
Retreat?
has one
No, one
retreat, right?
retreat,
He has one retreat. Okay, so this is really good, but now we need to just find this DC off Cynthia for 6.
Versus is in fact the GOAT card shop in Central Florida. Can confirm.
He also still can get another trade if he does find a Zoroark because he's got Ditto, but he just really needs to find DC. Last card.
So now.
I would have probably liked to see Josh play that timer ball just to try to thin more cards out of his deck. Because, I mean, because Jalen's not playing any hand disruption.
I don't even know what you promote here. Draw Sporter? Draw Sporter.
Oh, and it was the. Oh my goodness, it was the Swampert.
Oh, now Zach's just got to start going crazy, right? Or Josh, said Zach. Farmed.
Wrong Coven.
Trading away
Man.
the promo Elm. Oh, so. Devoured Field, Kukui, Choice Band, Lycanroc can right as beating the Lele on the bench.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're grabbing just extra evolutions to thin our deck. I like this.
And he has all that in hand at the moment.
I think Josh just kind of just has everything here. I don't know
Oh,
if
just in case. He doesn't know that Jalen's second Lele is prized. So now that just shuts off any chance of a Lele top deck or Ultra Ball.
I think that's
getting
safe
him out
though.
of it.
I think that's safe
It's
though.
100% the safer play and probably the best play at this scenario. DCE is not going to do it.
Good.
You know what's crazy is that Solgaleo can then power up something else later.
It can. I don't know. I guess you don't need to worry about hand disruption unless he judges.
Gotta get rid of those bag cards.
Oh
Get
yeah,
them all
just
out of
keep
the
thinning.
hand. He was about to just attack, and then he's like, well, I have this Elm in hand.
You have all these ways to draw cards.
See, you don't want to draw those bad cards.
I'd like to see a fighting energy on a Lycanroc here soon.
Cynthia, another Candy.
I think we're gonna see a swing for 120 here. I think.
At 120 and searches energies from
Discard.
Discard.
Yeah,
There's none in discard.
None in there.
Hasn't seen a single fairy energy all game.
Okay, so if I were to imagine here, we're gonna see an Acerola here from Josh.
Oh, there's already.
Oh yeah, he's got
at least one in hand.
He has a book of cards right now.
And gets to keep the choice band, so then you can still two-shot the Solgaleo.
Yeah, Josh is really just in the driver's seat this game. I see a trade on the bench. Gotta make sure to trade in the active one before he heals it.
Eyeing up the Guzma, which is interesting. Oh, just want to make sure there's no Guardy threat. Goes down to 2 prizes. And there's another poke from Jalen.
Another trade.
Trading away every card each.
Every dead card that he's not going to use.
Attach a choice band because you still want a 2-shot. Nope.
He still has choice belt, so I think with this 120, it has what,
There's
250?
the Ultra Ball, but the Ultra Ball will not do anything at this point. Josh 100% has Guzma in hand, so this should be it. Unless I'm missing something.
Okay, we're gonna see a knockout.
Was that double fairy energy off the prizes?
I think so. Make sure Josh has the right amount of damage. It's what, 130? I think that's enough. Yeah, benches it too.
He's like,
yeah,
you have a Pokemon, yeah. Alright, unfortunate draws from Jalen that game. At least 2 fairy energies and an energy lotto prize. Josh, definitely in the driver's seat from the beginning. Opening element to Cynthia. Insane.
Josh just really, he had pretty much just everything as a Zoroark player that you could ask for. Turn 1 Elms, grabbing all your basics, following it up by a Cynthia. The only thing was he just missed an attack like a couple turns, but that didn't stop him.
I think it was just that one turn where he attached the fighting onto the Deoxys.
Yep.
I think that was the only turn he missed an attack. But showing why Zoroark was one of the best cards in the game ever.
Yep. Attacking for a DC and having a built-in draw engine.
And could be paired with so much.
Yeah, like Zoroark could literally just be paired with whatever you want, to be honest.
I mean, so many partners over the
yeah.
years.
Way too many. Even.
What's going on, y'all?
What's
We got
up,
another
guys?
match.
All right. Right now we have Tanner Hurley on the left playing Granbull, and we have Brandon Rutledge playing Zoroark Lycanroc. Or is it just Zoroark?
No,
it's just Zoroark Weavile.
Oh, yeah, it's the Zoroark Weavile with a 2/2 Lycanroc. It plays 1 Muck, 1 Macargo, 1 Ditto Prism. So, a couple, only the Muck's in hand, but his hand is actually not great. He has to Kukui.
I see a Rockruff. Is that a Zorua?
Zorua, but he has to Kukui to draw cards. Tanner was a senior during this format, right?
Yes, he was. He was a senior at this time.
But he was also winning a ton during this time period,
Tanner
right?
was definitely one of the more dominant seniors back in this time period.
I was actually having a discussion today about that. Who do we think had more of a spike in seniors and juniors and seniors?
From going,
is it Tanner or is it Reagan? Better junior and senior. It's probably Tanner, right?
It's close because there are also a couple other ones. I mean, yeah, I would definitely say it has to be between them.
Well, I was saying just because they were both from Florida growing up.
Yeah, the only other one I can consider, obviously, Michael Long.
Oh yeah, for sure.
He had a lot of championship points. I remember a couple of years. Back in seniors.
I just remember those two were specifically always playing at cups and stuff.
Exactly. They always. I remember a lot of the times they metagame for each other. That was always the funniest thing to me. Because they were literally fighting for first, which was
fair because they were also just super competitors, you know. Tanner's hand doesn't look great either. I think his hand's just a great ball. playable cards from the beginning.
I can't see. It's a fairy. Is that a okay?
A
He's got a
Rangaroo,
Rangaroo.
so at least 2 Pokemon and a Great Ball.
He's
and a
not.
Dream.
He's not bleeding his hand, so I can't see it. What's in it?
We know there's a Fairy, a Great Ball, is that
A
a
rescue
Stretcher,
yeah.
a Guzma, and a Granbull, I think?
Yeah. Let's see what he starts. We got.
Ditto's not bad, so if you can Great Ball for Slugma, or well, there's that hand became significantly better. Actually, I think he has knockout on Ditto Prism if it hits the board on turn 1. Which is crazy. Well, because he has the Guzma. Everything can get played down, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Oh, no, he has to find a way to be able to get rid of that. Oh, yeah.
He's got another Snubble.
Now he's got it because the Cargo plus a Rangaroo would be able to combo it. Yep. Because he can bench the Snubble, and then that Ditto will turn into Cargo.
Right. Yeah, he's thinking about this though first.
He really wants a second Snubble down. I know that.
Oh yeah, he's
really
he's
wants
thinking...
a second Snubble. But is Brandon playing the one? He is playing the one Judge, so there is a way to hand disrupt. But judging as a Zoro player turn 1 is awful.
It is, but also as a deck with like Granbull, I mean, almost all of their cards in their deck are burnable, instantly playable. So, because the goal of the deck is obviously to get your hand down to 0 cards, so your Granbull hits for max damage.
Do you attach the Fairy Energy to the Snubble? I think you do, right?
I think you do based on his hand, because, I mean...
You just don't want to, like, in theory, lose that piece, right?
Yeah.
So he's debating it.
I think...
Oh.
Okay, we're seeing a retreat.
It's interesting.
That's definitely interesting for sure. I guess... That's definitely interesting. I don't know if I agree with that.
I don't know. Because what if Ditto Prism hits the bench, right? If Ditto Prism hits the bench, then you lose any chance to... I think he got saved, and I don't think a Ditto Prism's hitting the bench.
Let's see what Brandon's got. We got an energy.
Corner.
And it might just be a corner. Yep, we're gonna see the corner.
Another Stretcher. That's so. Now see, you have to play down the Guzma to be able to smooth over for a card. I don't know if I agree with that attaching or retreating on the last turn because of this.
Yeah, I don't know if I agreed with that either. He's debating the smooth over.
I think you have to at this point.
He's got a smooth over. It's just
a matter for what. Guzma for and have to grab Nestball maybe.
Brandon's hand is not looking that great either.
He can't get to Apricorn Maker this turn.
Yeah, no, there's no way because he's gonna have to burn the Guzmas for his supporter.
Maybe another Snubble. Maybe what's Pokénav do again? I still don't. He's got Apricorn Nestball right at the front. Ultra Ball. So you can Guzma Ultra Ball to go grab another Oranguru.
Yeah, that he could do that. That wouldn't be bad. I think that's... Yeah.
Or Ultra Ball to get down another Snubble.
Yeah. So it looks like he's gonna...
He has to Guzma.
I think he's gonna definitely just bring up the Oranguru, though.
Yeah, you have to leave the Cargo on board.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna see... one. I think we're just gonna see... Yep, we're gonna see the discard.
Which is fine. Now... Do you grab Snubble or do you grab another Guru?
I think you have to draw more cards here, I think. Tanner is playing one switch, so there is a possibility he still can hit an attack this turn, but it's obviously very unlikely.
I mean, they would have to be the perfect 3, right? Fairy Energy switch plus dead card.
In a playable card. Let's see what we got here.
Instruct for 3 incoming.
Okay.
Fairy Energy. Pokénav, is that stadiums?
It's like
Pokemon?
I think it's Pokemon or energy. Yeah.
Snubble. Okay, second Snubble here is huge.
That is great.
Actually, you know what? Like
Yeah, this is a card that was not
It was
seeing a
only
lot of
played in
played.
Granbull.
Yeah.
Ashy energy. And his hand on the next turn is pretty reasonable.
It's pretty good for next turn.
Zorak GX. Brandon played a lot of this card locally. If you knew Brandon Rutledge, always was playing some sort of Zorak deck. Lycanroc, but I don't see a DCE. Elm.
But it looks like he's gonna get a setup
He's gonna
here.
keep playing the game. Now, Shrine of Punishment was a huge card in this format, around a $10 card if you guys remember.
Yeah, it stayed, it like hovered between $5 to $10, I remember, for a couple months.
Well, it all started with that Baby Buzz Garb deck at Worlds.
It did.
Hunter went 6-0 at the day one, right? Nashville?
No, he played it day 2. He didn't play.
swore
He
played
played something else day 1, I remember. Because I remember he was given the list, I believe.
Okay, let's see. All right, we know at least one of them is a Granbull.
I think this card's definitely gonna have to be a Guzma here.
Has to be
Somewhere
a
to
Guzma.
switch. Some way to switch. Yeah.
Yeah, you have to get rid of that Ditto Prism. Now, what's awesome about the Prism Star rule is as soon as it can't be recovered.
No.
So as soon as that card's knocked out, Muck is irrelevant the rest of the game, and Tanner will have his Instructs.
So we'd
Oh, and it's a dead card being a choice.
Yep, we're gonna see
So-
the Guzma on the Ditto.
The smart sequencing of actually not playing down the rest of the cards in your hand, so then you can guarantee play everything down to be able to all out for the knockout. And I'm gonna make sure that that goes to the lost zone because he can't recover it, right? That's the Prism Star rule. Appreciate. What does the Muck do? It shuts off all basic abilities while on the board.
Yeah,
and
so
he
that
doesn't-
so that would stop all of Tanner's Instructs. See, look, he trades it right away.
Do you think there's any decks now that are considered way better than they were before? I know that a lot of the stall decks didn't play Unknown Hand until the end of the format. So I know now that like a lot of those Reggie Giga stall players will now run that card. Outside of that though, the format was so wide, I don't think there's anything now considered BDIF that wasn't considered at one point then.
Yeah, no, everything. That format was pretty wide open. There was a lot of diverse decks. Like, there was a lot of decks that you could like definitely take to like win a tournament or place.
Debating on what to trade here. Still looking for a DCE.
I didn't see if he drew it there. If Brandon misses an attack here, this is pretty
It's
huge.
Pretty bad. Does have the Weaviles though, so those are nice. That
That's a
can
good
be a one prize trade off at any point.
yes, because Tanner's board is filled with abilities.
It always will be.
The Granbull has 160.
60, I believe. Granbull.
Okay, so yes, so it would take 4 abilities for it to die to
Okay.
Weavile. But we are going to see the Bloodthirsty Eyes trapping the Macargo in the active, so Tanner needs to probably smooth over for his switch or his last Guzma. Or I guess
Does
or
he
no,
play Palpad?
He does play a Palpad, so we can
Okay,
recover
so-
the Guzma.
I thought that deck played Palpad. There was a lot of the top players in the area. They would be playing Zora Control or one of the Zorak decks to best of 3, and they would be playing Granbull to all the best of 1 cups in the area.
Brandon's going to draw a fresh 6 cards here.
Oh, if I was playing today, I was 100% playing Giga Stall with. It's the DCE. 100% playing Giga Stall with Unknown Hand and Giraffe Rig.
So we are going to see the Riotous Beating presumably come down on this Macargo, which is not that great for Tanner because now
If Tanner can find an Apricorn Maker, this could be huge.
so now Tanner cannot just search
Any card
for
he
any
wants.
card he wants. So we have
Oh,
yes.
Great Ball. 2 dead cards, so for sure can do a ton of damage. Now it's just a matter of do you want to try to instruct for 1 and risk not hitting a playable card. But almost everything in your deck is playable, right?
Yeah, everything except for like a Macargo or basically just an evolution, I guess. But maybe
But you
I don't know if you draw the card here.
I think you Great Ball first, and if you whiff a Slugma,
I think you could also just argue just to draw first and then Great Ball, because then you have a higher chance of not drawing like an evolution or something. I don't think he might just not. Oh, we're gonna see the draw for 2.
so guarantee
Guaranteed Slugma.
actually guaranteed attack too, because you can
Yeah,
Great
that,
Ball
yeah.
fail.
You can burn all of these. With that choice belt too, that also means that Granbull can also take a 1-hit knockout on that Tapu Lele at some point, which is just a free 2 prizes. He's got the Slugma, so this is great. He now can reestablish the Macargo, so he can draw basically whatever he wants each turn.
Yeah, Granbull is usually played a heavier line of Slugma than most of the decks because they really needed to smooth over every single turn. Haven't seen Shrine of Punishment hit the board yet, which is really relevant in this matchup to start getting those 10 damage in between every turn. Bench the Slug. All out for 160. Now, what does Brandon need to find this turn? Acerola, probably?
That's ideally what he wants to find here.
Acerola into Weavile knockout?
I don't think he's not one hitting with Weavile right now. He's only hitting for 80.
Lycanroc Dangerous Rogue would probably be a good time now, if any.
I think if anything, you
wanted Dangerous Rogue, the one with the choice, because with the choice plus Shrine, it would one-shot your Lycanroc, essentially, going into your turn.
I think, honestly, he just wants to Acerola and just hit again with Zoroark. I think that's also fine. He is playing 2 Acerola and a Pal Pad, so he is able to heal his Zoroark 4 times. Right?
Which is really relevant in this matchup. Timer Ball.
Theoretically more with the Rangroot, but we're definitely not gonna see that attack.
I could see a world where if Brandon trapped a Macargo for a turn to resource management back Acerolas, I could see that happening, but severely unlikely. Brandon only playing 4 double colors and 4 unit energies. The Fairy Dark. What's the third one? Is that Lightning?
Fairy Dark. Fighting.
Fighting.
Yeah, the one energy it needs to attack.
Liza, too.
I like how we didn't know it was fighting when it's literally fighting Pokemon.
What do you guys think the most fun decks are in this format? I'd say
Lost March, Guardy.
Lost March, Guardy.
Blounds.
I think Blounds, Granbull.
Granbull was fun too. I'd say Unknown Hand was kind of fun to play. Like Stall.
Stall was fun to play,
fun.
but it is never fun to play against. As someone that loves playing Stall, wow, picks up the knockout on the Slugma again.
But trying to get to 35 cards in hand is just fun.
I have a screenshot of me doing it on Mark's stream, all 36 cards in hand, laid out with my hand reaching across the table. I love that photo. Apricorn Maker, Field Blower.
Brandon doesn't have any tools or stadiums in place, so Tanner might have to get rid of one of his own choice belts this turn.
I think he has to Apricorn Maker for an Ultra Ball.
Also, okay, yes, Brandon does play 2 Devoured Fields, so yeah, the shrine,
and he hasn't
not
discarded any.
Yes, so he still has counter stadiums. Tanner is playing more Shrine though. He's playing 3 Shrine, so that means that he's obviously favored in the Stadium War.
Still hasn't found any though, which is really unfortunate in this matchup because you really want to find those Shrines early to start getting damage. Because you got to think the Lycanroc would have already had 3 ticks on it. The Lele. See, and chasing the Macargos are so huge. The last 2 turns, all Tanner's try to do is just reestablish that line, and he just can't do it. Now, he's still doing 160 every turn, or 190 now with the band, but not where he wants to be board state-wise.
Yes, Decidueye GX or EX. Yeah,
GX.
GX
It
is in this
GX
format.
is in this format, yes. But no Forested Giant Plants, no Vileplume.
Just rare candy.
Rare Candy and Alolan Ninetales GX.
Okay, so I think
I
so.
forgot about that full art Apricorn Maker. Such a nice looking card.
So Brandon, don't. He's still digging for an Acerola. There are 2 Zoroarks with damage on them.
Is there a world where you try to find Guzma again? Just chase down the slug for a third time?
I don't know. Maybe, because
There's the Acerola.
okay, we're gonna see the Acerola.
Acerola into...
Yep, the clean Zoroark. You should see the Zorua come back down onto the bench.
Now, Tanner is in kind of an awkward state, like prize trade-wise now.
I think this is still fine. I mean, that damage on that bench Zoroark is probably going to stick, and he's going to attack into at least something. So damage will definitely stick to the board, so he'll still have options later on in the game if he wants to take the easy 2 prizes or just take a single prize.
No hand disruption for...
Yeah,
Tanner.
no.
The deck actually only plays 4 supporters. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I never realized that.
Yeah, I mean,
So, is that a Mysterious Treasure, a Great Ball?
in a Zebstrika or a Blitzel, it's one of the 2.
Oh, Cargo, no!
No Cargo, but
Oh, it also plays Diantha.
yes. That's right. It
Diantha
played
Gizmo.
2. Yes.
Tanner just wrote one of the supporters at the very top and the rest at the bottom. Oh, and he also only has 1 stretcher
He's one
access
stretcher left. Yeah, that's
after that initial Ultra Ball for 2 to begin the game. So,
so I see the treasure.
in-
Gonna see a fail because there's nothing in his deck that can.
really need to find that Diantha. Oh, just choosing to attack and not try to draw again.
I think that's smart.
That's
You
the
don't.
smarter play. You get the damage on the board. Tanner may not be aware that Brandon is playing as high of an Acerola and reuse count like Palpat.
I would have. Did he? He had to discard that Shrine of Punishment, didn't he?
Yeah.
I would like to see some Shrine takes coming in here soon.
It's really relevant in this matchup.
Especially when he's playing such a high
Well-
Acerola count.
Well, yeah, so you'd be doing 190, 200 with Shrine. If that Zoric did not get Acerola that turn, it's knocked out. Like,
Exactly. And we're gonna see another Acerola. Oh, and we're gonna see the.
You have to
Lycanroc.
derogue the
But he's gonna. I think he's gonna Claw Slash this one.
Claw Slash this one. So it's interesting. Now Tanner's just a Shrine away from knockout with that bench Granbull.
Yes.
Very interesting line of play here.
He's discarded 1, so he's got access to 2 more.
Oh, choosing to derogue.
Diantha, does that it grabs from the deck or that grabs from the discard?
I want to say it's from deck. What's the one?
That's
card?
one of the
Great Ball.
obscure supporters. I want to say it's from discard.
Oh, there's the cargo.
2 from discard?
Interior.
Okay, so actually Tanner has a lot more recovery than we thought he did.
So now with cargo, do you smooth over before the instruct?
I think you definitely do. Actually, I think you instruct first because then you're gonna have access to another one maybe.
Well, he's
yeah.
already in. No, he hasn't instructed.
And
Oh,
there's the shrine. There, Apricorn Mega.
Apricorn. Oh,
Okay,
that's
so
insane.
he's got a guaranteed attack here.
So play down the shrine, draw 1, Ultra Ball away.
The Apricorn Maker, and I think you just grab another Snubble
Well,
or Slugma even. That way you have 2. You have 2.
no, there's got to be. How many Slugmas does?
You play 2 Slugma.
Okay, so that's the last Slugma on the board. Because used Ditto early and that other Slugma got chased. There's Shrine of Punishment. Instruct for 1 and have the Ultra Ball in hand. Just hope it's not like a really relevant card like a Rescue Stretcher,
He
right?
could smooth over into a dead card too and get out of his deck. I would like to see that.
I mean, what's a dead card at this point? Another Granbull?
I mean,
Zebstrika? Zebstrika.
yeah, Zebstrika.
Smooth over for Zebstrika to be able to Ultra Ball it away.
All right, I guess we're just gonna see the draw. Okay,
Another
that's
Apricorn's not
fine.
awful. Because almost every ball card's been used at this point.
Yeah. It would be. He actually can use the smooth over now to stack his deck for next turn. He can put any card he wants to on the top of his deck.
Diantha?
I would assume, and that's what we're gonna see. What was
Palpad.
it? Palpad? Okay, that's fine too.
Wants to be able to chase either the Lele or the Zoroark that's damaged. Because
I
now
like
Tanner's
this.
going to go down to three prizes also.
This is huge because
So now if
now
he gets
there,
double Guzma, he can win.
there's no way Brandon is one hitting this Granbull this turn. And the Zoroark is going to take all these GXs are going to take ping damage, which is
Shrine Ticks. Huge turn by Tanner there. That Great Ball finding the Macargo.
so that Zoroark is at what?
And that's a Granbull and a
170?
Shrine off the Granbull Apricorn and Granbull Shrine, one of the two off the prizes.
So now if Brandon wants to heal, he does have to
ace
find
roll the one on the bench.
he has to find Palpad. He's both his ace
Shout out
rollers are
Brendan
gone.
Clark behind Brandon. Doonies. Guzma the Cargo?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
But now this makes it to a really weird prize trade.
But Tanner's also at 3, so this is okay.
No, this is for Brandon. You're now gonna. All Tanner has to do is go through a one prize and then Gus Lele for game.
And yeah,
You have
he's not
Zoroark-
gonna be able to pick up
both of them. Yeah, so I don't know. I may like going into a second GX and being like, knock out 2 of these rather than feed
Yeah.
Tanner the 1. I don't know. If Tanner draws a playable card off the top of the deck, he may just Apricorn fail and just not draw cards and just swing into this Weavile.
Yeah.
Baldy! What's up?
Shout out Baldy for the
Acerola
follow.
toxic? No, Acerola is so healthy. Thanks for the follow, Baldy. Rescue Stretcher. H. Michael, thanks for the follow. Want to be able to Bloodthirsty Eyes again on the next turn if you're Brandon.
We're gonna see the knockout on the Macargo. Promoting the
Brandon going down
Granbull.
to 2 prizes. Tanner at 3. Draw for turn is a...
It's the Palpad.
we
because
knew it was Palpad.
We stacked that to the top.
Yep.
All right, and we're gonna evolve to the Granbull. We're gonna see the Apricorn Maker here.
I was watching a 2017 Worlds match with Jintaro playing Decidueye, and he just kept Acerola spamming his opponent. Was so tilted. Oh yeah, Acerola was a very dominant card.
Oh yeah, very very strong card, letting you basically just
Heal.
take away your opponent's entire turn.
Very demoralizing at times.
Okay, so we're gonna see a nest ball. So that's just
A
a burnable
thinnable card.
I like this. I like this. And then I'm gonna guess from Pal padding 2 Guzma to the deck.
Have to be, right? Guzma?
Yeah.
Because can't pick them both up. And that one Shrine Tick is all you needed for that Granbull math on Lele.
Yes. Well,
Yes, but Turo is Acerola, you picked up everything.
yeah,
which is
no,
so
you got
relevant.
you had, but also Acerola did have to have damage too.
It did. Turo is now just a reprint of AZ essentially.
Yeah, it's all which AZ was also strong, but it did make like
It
you
had
had
the
to
same
discard
issue
all
as
the cards.
Turo's. You had to discard all the cards attached to it.
which
you
is
know?
a fine trade-off.
See, now Brandon's a little hesitant on what to promote.
Tanner does have the fairy energy, so he can.
If you're Brandon, this is the turn you need to judge. You have to try to put as many cards in hand as possible with no Macargo on board. And be like, you can't take that last 2 prizes.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, Tanner is also he has a lot of time here because Brandon's not going to be able to take a knockout this turn unless he like Guzmas. But if he's Guzmaing, he's not.
Well, no, he has Devoured Field on the play.
That's no. That's only.
One more, he needs one more bench, right?
That's Granbull's. How much HP? It's resistant to dark too.
Oh yeah,
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Fairy was resistant to dark, wasn't it?
it was. But had he not been one-shotting?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. I'm like 99% sure
99?
it's resistant to dark. It's weak to metal, right? Fairies are weak to metal.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, we're gonna see Brandon.
Granbull is -20 resistant at 130. So
Yes,
it
so
needs
he would
Kukui.
need Kukui, which he
But I
traded
mean,
away
you also
one.
have the Lycanroc potential, so you can Bloodthirsty.
Well, he just benched. Did he just bench?
No,
that?
no, that was last turn.
Okay, well, there's the
the
Kukui. Okay, so we are going to see. We are gonna see the knockout this
Now
turn,
it's
I think.
up to Tanner. Can you find knockout? You have to find Gust plus energy and no cards in hand.
We have. Well, we
You have to stand up a Granbull no matter what.
Oh yeah. Let's
Energy,
see.
Guzma, energy. Diantha,
Diantha,
no
oh.
Pokemon catcher, right?
Yeah, no actual item gust.
He has an Ultra Ball still in deck, though. I'm pretty sure.
He does.
I think.
I haven't kept track of how many he's played.
What other ways
To
to
discard.
discard is it? Is
Um,
it just... Oh, there's a treasure. There should
Yeah, I
still
think
be a treasure
he already.
left.
How many treasures?
Two.
Two. So yeah, there's probably one more left in the deck.
No Pokemon catcher.
Okay, we got the treasure
Treasure
shrine.
shrine.
Okay.
So, do you treasure away Diantha, play down Shrine, and just
I think you have
try to... Well,
right?
it has to be Guzma plus 2 dead cards.
Yeah.
Or do you treasure away Diantha and then just...
I mean, you're gonna have to instruct here again. I mean,
You
can we see
have
how
to
many
instruct
Can
again.
we see how many Guzma are also in Brandon's discard?
I felt like a ton.
He's Guzman twice, I'm pretty sure.
But he also plays the Palpad,
And
and
he
he
has
has
the
one card
Palpad.
left in deck. In theory, he can
I
see
think
his whole deck.
I think you have to go for. You just have to go all in here. I think. Let's see if he fans his deck out. So we got a
So-
Guzma.
There's 2 Guzmas, Ultra Balls, one Ultra Ball, 1 Stretcher. Yes. Panic Blossom, thanks for the follow.
Shout out for the follow.
Let's see. Tanner has to hit Guzma plus dead card if he doesn't play down the shrine. If he plays down the shrine, he has to find Guzma dead card, 2 double dead cards. Instruct for 3. Diantha, Zebstrika, shrine. Nope.
Oh,
Now,
that's not good.
does Brandon have Stretcher,
His-
Lycanroc?
Or just Lycanroc.
Yeah, Lycanroc. Tanner actually
Ooh,
did prize the one
prize
to
the switch. Yeah,
Oh,
his-
bottom cards
his-
were Guzmas.
His,
No,
his deck.
he was never gonna draw on the bottom. two.
His deck was also. It had a lot of energies too.
This is also just probably a really bad matchup list wise for Granbull.
Double Acerola is very
Double Acerola, Palpad. Is it single or double Kukui?
double.
What's going on, y'all? We're
What's up,
back for another
guys?
round. Another Zoroark deck on stream.
So we got Aaron Rucker on the left playing Granbull, and we have Carl Wilkins on the right playing Zoroark.
Decidueye Ninetales.
Yes. An interesting inclusion in Carl's list is he's playing the Macargo, and he's also playing the Water Alolan Ninetales GX.
Anything else? Aaron's playing Pokemon Catcher.
Pokemon Catcher Granbull. Other than that, he's playing a little bit of a different. Actually, no different supporter count. Just the one Pokemon Catcher, so he does have a way to gust and play. I guess like a search or recovery supporter in the same turn.
So Carl is playing 1 Acerola, 1 Max Potion, 1 Field Blower, no Stadiums.
And is there a pal pad?
There's no pal pad.
No pal pad. So
So shrine ticks can happen quick.
shrine ticks are going to add up, and Carl is only able to heal one Pokemon this entire game.
Twice.
Or
Max
twice.
potion.
Max potion. Okay, yeah, that's another card.
Also,
I guess he could,
Rainbow Energy.
he has
tap
Hollow
a
Hunt.
Cure GX.
that, and I guess he has Hollow
Hollow
Hunt. That's true. So I guess he's got some options.
Carl's hand actually looked pretty good. I saw an Elm. I saw a Ninetales. I think I saw an Energy in there too.
So, Aaron's got a lot of fairy energy.
Which is not good to have in your opening hand. No muck though in Carl's list, so Aaron should be able to instruct for free if he ever gets that choice.
Yes, so no ability lock.
All right, there's the fist bump. Here we go. Slugma. And a
See.
Rowlet active.
See, Carl probably opted to go first.
You almost always. There's no reason
Yeah.
not to go first, right?
Yeah, in these formats, usually not. So I think we're just going to see, like, Vulpix, Zoro, Zorua, or, like, Ditto. I think Ditto, Zorua, Vulpix, maybe. I think he's just prize check. It looks like he's just checking all his basics.
Definitely grab a Zorua, a Vulpix,
And I think Ditto.
a Ditto.
Yeah.
Because you have the one Rowlet on board. And you want to be able to Ninetales to go find Macargo. That can potentially help find other pieces later.
This event is best of 1. Top cut will be best of 3, though.
Yeah, okay. Ditto, Vulpix, Zorua are indeed the targets. Ditto, Prism Star. Definitely probably the best Prism Star in this format, right?
I think it was the best Prism Star, hands down, besides, like, Thunder Mountain.
Yeah, Thunder Mountain, Tapu Koko Prism both come to mind right off the bat.
Yeah.
Victini Prism Star right at the
Yeah.
end of the format. Or not this format, but its time period.
The end of the Sun and Moon block.
Ditto Prism being like a $10 card at all times was crazy.
We're gonna see an
Rainbow onto the Ninetales potentially. Or to the Vulpix.
Okay, so let's see. Carl does play one switch, so there is a. I don't know if he's gonna be able to attack
All
turn
right.
2.
Aaron's hand actually isn't awful. Is that a Tate and Lice I see in hand too? So
Yes, so he could switch out the Macargo, but I don't, or no, Slugma, but I don't know if we're gonna see that.
prize checking. Wow, Aaron, that's a pretty cool Zip Striker you have there. I wonder where you got it from.
The League Challenge one.
No, he's borrowing it from me.
Oh, I remember those were promos. Those were nice.
Yeah, dude, I went X1 so many times during that format. I had like 3 fourth place Zip Strikers at one point.
It sucks we don't get those cards anymore.
Dude, I wish they came out with those stamp promo cards. I miss them. Those cards were so cool.
Yeah, stamp League Cup, or the League Cup
Challenges.
stamp Pokegear is like $15 right
Dude, I
now.
have like a stack of those. It's so unfortunate. See, gray border, great balls. Come on, Aaron. I know you played Granbull during this format.
I played a little bit. I mostly played Zoroark, but yeah, I liked playing Granbull kind of for fun, but I never had the guts to take it to a tournament.
Oh. Is Zoro Deci Tails like a thinking gamers? That kind of. A lot of the Zoroark decks were.
There's a little bit of math and a little bit of, like, you know,
Setup.
you have to think about your pings a little bit, like kind of a couple turns ahead
Feather airs are important.
to get the most value out of them. For the most part, I mean, Zoroark was definitely a little bit easier to play, I get, in this time period, because you just didn't have, like, the versatility of with, like, Puzzle of Time and, like, N and Garbotoxin and all those other, like, you know, really good cards. Would like to see a Snubble down, but we don't see that
I
yet.
don't know if I necessarily like that shrine play now.
I think it's fine. I think
Oh, well, he's trying to instruct. Okay.
yeah.
He has no Snubble on board.
No Snubble. We're gonna see a pass, I think.
Spread does go hard. Yes. 40 HP or 50 to stage 1?
40.
40.
Right?
Top deck is a
I believe so.
Decidueye. So interesting, that rainbow placement is really relevant now because if it was attached to the Rowlet, top decking the Decidueye meant that you could have knocked out this Slugma.
Yes, you're right.
Multi-switch in deck? No. No multi-switch in the Zoro Deci Tails.
So I think what we're gonna see here is we're gonna see a candy, and I think we're gonna see. I don't know if he has the switch in his deck. I know he hasn't in his list, but I don't know if he prized it. But that would
He
allow
didn't move it to the front, I know
that
that.
would allow him to knock out this Slugma here and place 30 damage somewhere else with the
I mean, Ultra Ball can find Lele. Because you can
It can.
discard Counter Gain plus Choice Band.
That's true.
And then you can Guzma the Blitzel and knock it out.
I think we're just gonna see the Ultra Ball for the.
Lele. Yeah, I guess he's wanting to conserve the switch. I don't know. And again, I didn't
I
know.
didn't see the switch.
I couldn't tell if it was in his deck.
Lele Wonder Tag. Searching out.
Oh, there's the switch.
So opting to just knock out the Zebstrika, I think fearing more that stage 1 just discard the hand, draw 4.
Yeah, because Aaron's hand is not the greatest right now. He's also gonna get this 20 damage off with this Decidueye GX here.
So the rainbow on the Ninetales is so that can use fairy. I think it's called
Fairy Wind. Yeah,
The attack that does 70 then bench damage as well.
I think it was 70-30. I think.
Alola Ninetales is now in range of just a Granbull with a Choice Band knockout with the rainbow energy. Doesn't need the shrine at all. So that's where that can be a little bit risky. But here we see the feather onto the Slugma. Fairy Wind knockout, putting the damage.
We're gonna see the 20 on the Slugma.
No, Guru. But then
Yeah. I do see this.
and then Shrine Tick. So now Carr goes online, which is a little worrisome if you are Carl. Aaron's hand is actually pretty decent. Apricorn Maker, so you can just fill your board this turn and then set up with Smooth Over. Do you just grab triple Nest Ball here?
I think so. Double Nest Ball here. I think he's just gonna grab 2 Snubbles.
Have to, right?
Yeah, say one's got to be able to survive so he can get an attack off. Carl's
I
board
think you
is
can actually Smooth Over for another Slugma too. Or another Apricorn Maker maybe. Oh, I like this one.
yeah, maybe.
Because you want to always be able to threaten.
This is a little annoying now because now Carl can easily knock out that Ditto Prism Star without even getting it into the active at this next turn. Because he can just Feather Arrow it and then snipe the rest of it with Ninetales.
Yeah, the Ditto is really
Carl
just a free prize now.
Carl
right?
There is a world where Carl can knock out both of
Guzma switch,
Guzma switch, yeah.
which Carl
Or
plays
Guzma retreat.
3 Guzmas. So
He needs Guzma energy to be able to get this. But
man,
I don't
I'm not liking this Ditto play the more that
I
we
don't
talk
think it's
about
gonna
it.
happen though. Yeah. That Ditto grab is definitely a little questionable because it's more than likely going to get knocked out. Will any of the deck lists be made available after the fact?
I guess if the players post it, they may. I don't know if any of them
I could
will.
try and
Just make a post
yeah.
about it.
I have all. They all submitted deck lists, so I'll just make sure I save them. I'll get you guys.
This is not great for Aaron here. They need to make sure that the shrine ticks happen. Yep. There we go.
Shrine Dix.
Bench Zorua Cynthia probably from Carl's end. Why not?
Or just Cynthia.
I'm curious why not bench the Zorua here.
Yeah,
Do
I
you want
don't.
another Decidueye on board? Because the Ditto almost has to go to
Does he
Cargo,
play?
right?
He doesn't play Dartrick, so he can't evolve the Ditto if he wants to. But that's you don't want to waste a Ditto on that. I would have liked just to probably set up another Zoroark.
Mark is in fact the best. We can all confirm.
Can confirm.
See, just has to want double Decidueye in this matchup, I think. Gotta attach his DC
I see it
somewhere.
on the no, the Ditto. Okay.
So now you just Feather Arrow ping the Ditto and just knock it out, right? You have to. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Now this Oranguru stays alive by 20 though, which is relevant because now it's a Feather Arrow away from getting knocked out on the following turn. Aaron then has to switch out of it from the active. Carl's definitely just
Carl is definitely
Ahead at
in
this
the
point.
driver's seat in this game.
and we got to make sure Ditto goes to. You lost it. There you go.
And this hand is not.
Super
See-
mid.
I think Aaron's gotta play this Apricorn Maker to grab
Ultra
an
Ball.
Ultra Ball.
Double Ultra Ball, I think.
'Cause
So
he's
then you can
not-
Ultra Ball
I think
away
you grab,
two
like-
dead cards.
I think you grab Ultra Ball, Nest Ball.
Well, I think you have to grab double Ultra Ball because you have to draw Switch Fairy and then Instruct again. Or, like, you
Yeah,
have to end with double Instruct.
that's true.
This just
This hand is
seems
not looking great.
one of those Granbull hands we were talking about earlier where you could just get, oh, you're right, Nest Ball, Ultra Ball.
He's gonna discard the Zebstrika and Shrine. I imagine we're just gonna see.
Wait.
Oh no!
Oh, why
He
did
grabbed the Granbull. He already had it.
Why did you do that, Aaron? Why not? I'm so confused by that play,
Oh
dude.
no! That was definitely I don't think that was. He was meant to do that. I think we're gonna see him realize that in a second.
I'm so confused by that play. Stretcher and,
And switch.
And you know what's
So
crazy?
he would have had the
is
knockout here.
If
had-
you thin that card down and then you instruct into just an energy plus like dead cards, you can just attack this turn and you would knock out the Layla or the Ninetales, not the Layla. There's
I think he realizes that he already had the Granbull.
no matter what now you can't do it because if you draw into Ultra Ball energy, you can't get rid of it. You still had Smooth Over. What? No.
I know. I think because no, he did it. All his actions were right except for grabbing that Granbull off
The Ultra
the
Ball.
Ultra Ball, because he needed that to be like a
A
Slugma or a Snubble or something that he
Because
can
now he could have been
get out of
able to
his hand
smooth over for the
for the
fairy.
energy, yeah. Because he could have like rescued Stretchered the cards back into his deck too, so it would have definitely been played.
See now that Slugma's coming out and
Man, that is just not great at all.
yeah, see Aaron's face says it all. There's definitely not an all-out attack happening for 160 this turn. And what's crazy is I think you actually have to play. Should have played the Stretcher first and then smoothed over, because then you can draw one without changing that top deck. Oh no. See now, you either play the switch and then now you're just giving them two prizes right off there.
Slugma. And a pass.
Gotta
So
make sure the Shrine Ticks hit the board this turn. Aaron's probably about to look up and point at the stadium. He's fixing his board. Maybe.
Carl
Yep,
is
there it is. Okay.
Carl is also going to. I think he's gonna take 2 prizes this turn.
He's for sure taking 2 this turn because you
The
Feather Arrow knockout would be an insane plays if you Feather Arrow knocked out the Guru, and then if you were able to Guzma bring up the cargo and knock it out. But not happening this turn, and that's okay. Judge for 4. Ultra Ball, so you can finally start. Ooh, so drew Ultra Ball, but would have to discard both judges to trade this turn because the last card in hand is a Guzma.
Yeah. Yeah, we're gonna see the Ninetales. I would like to see a Zoroark here. I guess he could.
You know what's crazy? I would have loved to see a Feather Arrow before any of this because you don't know what the prize would have been.
Right.
If you're going to knock out double heads, if you were going to knock out the Oranguru no matter what with Feather Arrow, I would have loved to see the Feather Arrow first because you just don't know what the prize would have been.
Yeah, no, you don't.
And wait, could have had double Feather Arrow that turn. Why grab Field Blower now? Just that worried about the shrine and the belt, I guess, or band in this format.
Yeah. I don't know. I would have liked to see.
I would love
Carl
to see
set up
the Feather
another-
Arrow.
I would like to also see him set up another Situai here, but I did. He got the Zoroark in play, but he's only got access to 1 trade now.
Yeah, Feather Arrow. What are you just gonna leave the Guru damaged?
Well, he can also Feather Arrow, and then he can also do the 30 with the Ninetales. So it's like, does it matter if he?
So here's the prize. Is the prize relevant?
It's
It's
an
an E hammer.
Okay, so it's a dead,
Dead
card,
card.
that's getting traded.
There's Cargo Zorua, 2 dead cards.
I think we're just gonna see.
A Fairy Wind, 70, and then putting the rest
We're gonna
on.
see the rest on the Macar. I think the
Have
rest.
to start stacking on the Macargo. Has Aaron drawn his hand off the judge yet?
He did.
Where is it?
Oh, Aaron. No, I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did. Okay, we're gonna see Aaron draw his 4 now. Carl debating on where he wants to put this 30, I
I
think.
caught it as I was walking up.
Okay, good. Yep, and 30 on the Macargo is expected. So now that Macargo has, I think, what, 40 HP left? Is that 40? Yeah, it's 50 on it. Or is that 60? I can't see the dice.
Let's see here. Carl's definitely in the driver's seat again. Candy off prize? Silver
Yep,
border candy.
yep, it's the back of his hand.
So let's see. Aaron trying to play it out. He hasn't attacked this whole game, has he?
Nope, we
Not
have
a
not.
single one?
We have not seen it all out.
I mean, his hand is super awkward at the moment.
Aaron's not very going all out right now.
Not at all. That's Diantha, though. Diantha, super cool supporter. I was really only ever played in this and maybe sometimes as a one of Ingardi, right? Very rarely, like early on.
Yeah, I think it was kind of it was okay in Guardy. it wasn't that great because not all the time your fairy Pokemon are getting knocked out, which is like, I mean, your only attacker in this deck,
Is
is a fairy Pokemon, and like recovery is just so important in this deck.
Yeah, because you're just dumping cards at times.
You just need pieces like every turn.
There's Diantha looking at the Sporter now. Gotta grab those fairy energies you dumped at the beginning of the game.
I would
Plus
think we're gonna
Shrine?
see
Gotta be.
Shrine.
I mean, all
So-
3 shrines are in discard, so
Shrine Fairy.
almost certainly. Smooth over probably for another Diantha.
In this kind of deck, it's definitely good to prize check because
Knowing if you have a percentage to take a card off the prize is very
that's
relevant.
a playable card.
Bodybuilding.
Okay, I also don't hate that.
No, I don't hate it either because
Okay, so now that gives Macargo even more HP. So that is
Aaron takes 2 prizes. Now the prize trade is 4-2, which isn't amazing. But Carl doesn't really have a good attack here.
yeah. Carl's got to find a DC here to be able, I think, to attack
Do
with the
anything.
Zoroark, but he does have Candy Decidueye.
Guzma. Candy Decidueye Guzma.
Not much else.
DCE here would be insane. You have the Cargo, so you know that's the card you're going to be.
Well, if you promote the Zoroark here, you can't.
You can't ride his
Guzma.
beating.
Well, no, well, you can't Guzma.
Yeah. Well, there's
so-
Lele.
Well, we found the type of Lele, so his hand
Candy
is
Decidueye.
very good now.
Lele. It's got to be Lele Cynthia. If you plan on attacking with Zoroark, this. Well, no, you can't. Remember last game we talked about, you can't knock out with Zoroark. But Feather Arrows will clean up the math, right?
Yeah, because what the Zoroark, or actually no, it does with the 2 feather arrows and a full bench. That will be enough to knock out the Granbull. Because he'll hit for 100 and then be able to do 40 more with the Decidueye ping damage.
So, trade first. I don't know how I feel about the trade first because you want to. If you are going for this Lele Cynthia play, you have to understand that you want to see as many cards as possible. And if you Lele Cynthia and then draw 2, you don't have the chance of shuffling in any of the cards that you would have already lost.
Right.
Definitely debating it. You see. Let's see. Debating the Lele. Hand's not good, so you got to slam it down and go figure it out from there. Do note Max Potion is in deck still, by the way. So
Yes,
that Max
so-
Potion on that Lele at any point means that that Lele is clean from a 1-hit KO unless Band or Shrine hits the board.
Correct.
Do we remember what Aaron smoothed over for on that turn?
I don't think I saw him smooth over.
I just thought about that. I don't
Now that
think
you
he
mention it, I don't think I saw him smooth over. We'll see what he draws for his turn. We can probably
determined
figure
if
out,
it's
yeah, if it's a good card or not. Maybe it.
free and missed the DCE.
He's got. He traded already
He
once.
traded pre. He had the Lele in hand and chose to trade before searching out Lele Cynthia.
I don't like that. I would like.
I'd like to see the hand reset and then draw 2.
Yes, to see the most cards as possible without putting cards back into the deck.
So now he's in a really bad spot. So now you would have to, on the next turn, let's say Aaron gets an all out, right? Let's just say it's with the choice band for 190. If there's a shrine that goes to 2, that means you have to heal the Zoroark with Max Potion and a Sorolla the Lele, and it can't be in the other order because you need to be able to attack with the Zoroark. It's 40 damage. He's already used the one field blower, so I don't know if stacking all this damage on this Macargo will ever get there.
You can also Hollow Hunt back for it, but I don't think it's going to end up being relevant. But
Diantha.
Diantha, okay, so but
Probably
now that Diantha's,
a dead card.
yeah, it's unplayable. I mean, what's in
He has a
Aaron?
second smooth over in hand though, so
Okay, so he can see enough cards to like Ultra Ball.
he also has stretcher in hand. You can stretcher shuffle. Cargo for Guzma? No. Cargo for Pokemon Catcher, and you always flip heads because you're gonna point before the dice hits the table, and then you smooth over for Ultra Ball, and then you just win the game. Easy.
Let's see if Aaron opts to go that
Come on,
way.
flip the
That
coin.
would be.
Flip the coin, Aaron. Was that
the Pokemon Catcher?
it? Might have
that he
been
grabbed?
Pokemon Catcher. Oh, come on, flip heads for the one time, bud. Come on. Instruct for one. Oh yeah, there it is.
Oh,
Heads. Oh, see,
tails,
didn't point.
no.
You have to know that you just have to assume you're flipping heads, just like playing Cramomatic and Mew VMAX. If you're not reaching for your deck, you're not expecting to flip heads.
You got to play the Pokemon Catchers that don't say flip, because then you still flip, but it's gonna be heads every time.
Every time. The gold. When I played Granbull back in the day, I bought that gold one for like $7, and then a week later, it was moderately played.
Yeah,
It spiked so much I was able to sell it moderately played for like 52.
yeah, no, and they're still
it's
just
insane.
expensive. It's one of the most
So you
iconic
have to
cards in the
smooth over
Pokemon
now.
TCG.
What's gonna suck is is there even a discard
Gold
card
Catcher
left?
is the way to go.
He has to. So, Aaron's eyeing up a Guzma, but he has no way to get rid of Diantha. You have to grab Ultra Ball here. This is so unfortunate here for Aaron. Just
Mike.
yeah, what up? Oh, Mark, sorry. Acerola is in hand for Carl here, so Carl can have a very explosive turn if he can find that max potion. If he can max potion the Zork, Acerola the Lele, Aaron's last turn and just what he's been setting up for is just nullified.
I mean that Decidueye also has 40 on it, so with the Shrine and a Choice Belt,
You would be able to knock it out, but I don't
Yes.
know how many bands and shrines Aaron has access to
right?
without playing Diantha, because now Pokemon Catcher's gone.
You can Diantha for it.
Can't I? Oh no, Aaron drew another.
Another Fairy
Fairy.
Energy,
So is he just gonna all out for 30?
which this
Actually, you know what's crazy? That means that Carl may not be as interested in
playing the
playing the
Acerola.
max potion on the Zork, because he doesn't really have another good attacker after that. You'd have to attach.
The Lele. Like
Oh, wait.
Lele's.
So Cargo, no, Aaron loses in 2 turns. So double Feather Arrow onto the Cargo, because I believe that's at 90 now. 90 or 100. And it'll just nullify the bodybuilding. And you'll just be able to knock out the active.
2 Fairy
Oh,
Energies.
sick.
Still no attack here. We are gonna see it. Yep, we're gonna see the energy attachment to the Ninetales.
I think you have to ace roll the Lele here. I don't think there's any world where you play any other supporter in your hand. And it has to be the Lele. It can't be Decidueye, and it cannot be Zork.
Okay, so we see the Ace Roll and the Zoroark.
Not attacking, though.
I don't know if I agree with this
Well,
because
so then
now,
you should have just hollow hunted, right?
well,
if-
now Aaron can go Choice Belt,
Shrine.
Shrine, and then Aaron's a gust away from winning this game.
I really think that the double feather arrows will be able to knock out the
Yeah, I think this. Oh wait, no, wait,
one more. So he has
one more. Okay,
one more feather arrow. I think he's determining whether or not to use the Feather Arrow on the other cargo.
Okay, no, we're just gonna
Nope.
see the Macargo knocked out.
I still would have loved to have seen that happen before the Acerola. If that was your plan all
Mhm.
along, I would have loved to seen it before the Acerola. Ultra Ball discarding Countercatcher Zorua. At one prize, you're never going to be behind again.
Okay, we're getting another Zoroark.
So if actually, we should know that this is almost checkmate here, right? Because Aaron would have to chase the. I guess Carl doesn't have a DCE in hand, so
Yeah, no DCE yet.
would need DCE double Feather Arrow to knock out the active Granbull. If it doesn't, but Aaron can also Diantha for that bodybuilding dumbbells again.
Wait, oh, Carl had an energy, two energies attached to this Ninetales somehow.
That was the one that had the DCE on the Ditto.
Right.
It was hidden underneath the Ditto Prism Star. Aaron may be cooked here.
Okay,
All
so
time.
it looks like Aaron's turn
Zero.
Yes, as long
This
as he drew
game's
his card.
resolving though. Unless Aaron can force a tie, but we know that Carl has a switch in his deck still, so can't really trap anything. Aaron really thinking about it. I think at 2-0, you have to try to do the gussing play of gussing up a Decidueye and just saying pass, because your turn 0. No, because you would lose by Feather Arrow pings. One bodybuilding dumbbells, right?
Yes.
Yeah, game's over.
Well, yeah, that's true. Because there
Because
is
of that
20.
20 on that Macargo, as long as Aaron is turn 0 and Carl was not turn 0, Carl has 2 turns left to be able to put 80 damage on the board via Feather Arrows, and that would be enough to knock out the Macargo. So Smooth Over, Instruct for 1, Guzma, the Decidueye.
I'm gonna see an all out for 30.
No damage because you don't
Or
want
no
to
damage.
chance of Ace
I guess
Rolla.
it's true. That's true.
All right, I would play the Cynthia before the trade. Play the Cynthia before the trade.
You always want to play the Cynthia there because you'll shuffle all those cards back into your hand, or back from
You
your
have a
hand
higher
into the
chance
deck.
of just outright drawing it off of the Cynthia too, and then seeing 2 more cards. Because if you are, I would attach this Rainbow Energy. If you're turn 1, that means you can Hollow Hunt for
You can hollow hunt
The
cards back
Acerola.
in. Yeah.
just
exactly.
the Acerola. Acerola, Rainbow Energy, and that'd be it. Because no matter what, you can always get out of the active. But I'm pretty sure just Feather Arrowing the Cargo will just do it. I don't know.
Let's see if Carl sees the lines. He's eyeing the. Yep, we're seeing the rainbow on the Decidueye.
I'd still love to see this Cynthia be played. Water Ninetales getting discarded here. See what will be off of this Cynthia for 6. What a draw supporter, by the way. Shuffle draw
know.
6. They will never reprint a Shuffle draw 6 again. It's crazy.
Shout out Pont. The OG draw 6, shuffle draw 6.
That was also insane back in that format, too. Alright. Let's see. Max Potion the Lele. And then Hollow Hunt for Guzma Acerola.
And just like an energy, so you can just retreat, right? Or I guess no, you need.
Or DCE Guzma, right?
Yeah.
That should be it.
Yeah. But also, I think Carl's going to be able to finish this game with.
Feather arrows. As
Feather
long as he sees
arrows.
the feather arrow play on the cargo, Carl should win regardless. It all depends. Okay. As long as Carl isn't turn 2, he should win this game. Oh, tie. Oh,
So Carl was
let me
turn
go
2.
pop out and make
Let's
sure
go
that
confirm that.
Yeah.
Hey yo, thanks for that follow.
Carl was turn 2.
Okay,
So
so
what's crazy is that last feather arrow putting the 20 damage on the Granbull right before time was called actually forced the tie. Because if you notice right at the end, he split the feather arrow.
Mhm.
Only 20 on the cargo. If he had just put all 40 on the cargo, Carl probably wins that game then. But it's good. 201. They're both still definitely in cut. They have 2 rounds to win one more match.
yeah,
Both very doable. Both playing very good decks. We finally get to see the Decidueye Ninetales deck. That was a really popular deck going into Roanoke Regionals that year that I remember.
yes, everybody loved the Decidueye Ninetales
Everyone
of the
loved
deck.
the idea of Ninetales searching at 2 items and just being able to pivot with Zork. What's going on, y'all? We're
Sup,
back.
guys?
Another round. Another Zork deck.
So on the left, or no, the left, we do have Kelso playing Zorark Lycanroc, and on the right we have Tristan Bennett playing Granbull.
Granbull. Bro, Florida players just love Zoroark and Granbull.
There is a lot of Zorark and Granbull here at the top tables.
It's actually all of just what's at the top tables, right?
It's really all Zoroark. There's a couple Guardies doing well, and then there's or no, I think it was just Jalen. doing well
Jalen's
with
2-1 with Guardy.
Yes, and Tanner and Brandon, who we previously broadcasted, are both 2-1 with Granbull and
Zork.
Zoroark, respectively.
Josh is 2-1 with
Josh is 3-0.
3-0
3-0
with
with Zoroark. Zoroark. So another repeat matchup, but I still think it'll be interesting to watch for sure. Notably,
This was actually that format. That's the Lost Thunder, Matt.
no.
No.
It
It's
was
the
Celebi. The Celebi one.
Was that the next one? Was that team up?
This was the one before. That was Celestial.
Celestial?
Yeah. That match.
Cool to see that playmat from back in the day, though.
That mat's crazy.
Never
So
won one of those. I got farmed.
interesting. Kelso is not playing an Alolan Muck in his list, so this means that Tristan Bennett's
And a Lele start.
Tristan's Orangarus are going to be live the entire game.
The whole game. Which, I know it may be a little hard to tell from here, but Muck is very relevant in this matchup. I don't think we've seen it once in any of the Zork versus Granbulls
Yeah,
yet.
because every time it became relevant, the Ditto just was knocked out. So it does look like Tristan is going first, indicating by the die. Just waiting for everybody to set up.
Tristan placing the die. I'm assuming that is an indicator that he's going first, I hope. His hand is absolutely fire.
I can't tell. Is that an Apricorn Maker?
No, but his hand is Blitzel, Ditto, Granbull, Fairy, and I think that's a switch.
It looked like a supporter, but I couldn't tell if it was Diantha or Apricorn Maker.
I didn't.
If it's Diantha, then
Diantha's mid.
you don't want to start that. You want to see those mid.
You
want
want to instruct or smooth over into Dianthas a lot of the time.
Any second now.
Oh yeah, they're about to start. It's all just everyone getting set up. There's Miguel starting them
So
out.
fist pump, and we are on the
Nubble
way.
versus Lele. There's the Apricorn Maker.
That is Tristan acknowledging the top deck.
Actually, no supporter in hand prior to that, but his hand's just all gas right now, dude. Look at that.
That Apricorn Maker saved him, I think. I mean, he's still
So, Apricorn for Nest Ball, Ultra Ball? Nest Ball
or
for...
Nest Ball.
No, I think Nest Ball for Instruct, Ultra Ball for the next turn for Smooth Over.
Okay, so we're seeing a Nest Ball. Yeah, I see the Ultra Ball play. So yeah, is that? Let's see what else.
Double Nest Ball here may not be awful, but I would love to see an Ultra Ball to guarantee.
An interesting inclusion just saw from Tristan's hand is he plays one Fiery Flint. Now Tristan does not play any fire energy, but Fiery Flint.
Oh, that came out in Dragon Majesty. I remember that.
It allows you to discard 2 cards from your hand and search your deck for 4 fire energies, but obviously there are none, so it is essentially
A discard card.
a discard card.
Well, we saw Tanner playing double Mysterious Treasure, so that's
Yeah, and
Tanner played no Psychic Pokemon or Dragon.
we do see that Tristan's also playing 2 Mysterious Treasure and a Pokemon Catcher, so we can see a Gust and Supporter turn with Diantha or Apricorn Maker.
Double Nest Ball here.
I think that's also fine. Like, you do want to see Ultra Balls more late in the game because you can end up with, more cards that you can't play.
Kind of would have liked...
Especially when you're taking prizes.
Yeah.
So I think this is fine.
I'm not sure if I'd rather have seen another Snubble or a Slugma hit the board.
Yeah,
Because
that's
that
a good
Ditto,
point.
the Ditto,
I mean, the Ditto's probably just going to become a Snubble.
yeah.
Or not a Snubble, a Granbull.
I guess you'd rather find Snubbles later in the game to bench than a Slugma, right?
Yeah.
Tristan has the ideal Granbull setup at the moment, though.
Kelso coming down with the Professor Elm after the Wonder Tag.
Now,
Grab off the
one
Ultra Ball.
Shrine Tech will be really relevant starting now, because that means that All Out will be able to pick up a knockout on both Lele's, given no healing. What healing is Kelso currently rocking? Is there any
I see
max?
we got
one
Max
potion?
Pot and 1 Acerola.
No Palpad?
No Palpad,
No Guru?
no Oranguru. He is playing the Garden's Rising Sudowoodo, which only allows his
4
opponent
bench.
to have 4 bench. So that could be annoying for Tristan to deal with, considering he wants
Everything.
everything. He wants to use all 5 bench spots.
Double Lele is not ideal in this matchup by any means.
Kelso's also playing the Mallow, which was I don't think we saw.
No, we haven't seen a single Mallow yet, and I think that card was super good.
Mallow is
Or
was
Cypher.
is Cypher pretty much.
So
Cypher
Tristan
Mania.
kind of lucked out by top decking a playable card here because now he gets the free knockout. Actually, he top decked the Choice Band. By not grabbing Ultra Ball meant that there was a world where if he drew an unplayable card, he would have had to instruct to potentially draw another playable card. Tristan already in an insane advantage, going up 2 prizes. Debating on what to do here, not necessarily sold on anything. Debating which one to evolve here. Is there a Devoured Field? 2 Devoured Field and 2 Professor Kukui. So, full board Devoured Field plus Kukui does it.
Yeah. See a
Triple
trade.
Lele?
Yep, triple Lele.
Always want to find it turn 1, I guess. Well, Tord did that with Bridget back in the day, right?
He did. Triple. It was like triple Lele, Max Bridget. So you just had four
You always set
Bridget.
up.
You'd always set up, and you would always just have trade fodder.
Yeah, now we have trade on a 1 prizer. But it doesn't attack like Zorak did back in the day, though. Zorak was so dominant in what it did.
Shout out Miguel for the match slip.
Shout out Miguel. You have to trade that 1 card. Thanks for the follow. Always appreciated. So, is that Kukui? Is that Acerola? I can't tell. think it's
That is
Field Blower.
Field Blower, yeah.
Promo
it's
Field Blower.
League promo Field Blower.
And there's a pass. So there's a Granbull and Energy. What's the other card? Is that Smooth Over?
Oh my gosh, Tristan just has
So Smooth Over, Guzma, attach, retreat to the Blitzel, knockout the Lele.
every option I think available to him right now.
I don't know if I like the Zip Striker grab though. I think that's the one grab I may not be huge on.
I think it's fine because like I think he's gonna be able to get down to 0 here.
If you had grabbed the Guzma, you would have gone up 6-2 in prizes.
Yeah, that's another fair point.
And you would have been able to keep the Smooth Over. Guarantee have the knockout.
I do like just establishing the board though.
No, yeah, for sure. Because having the double draw is insane.
Yep, we're gonna see a ball attach, and I think we're gonna see an all out here for knockout on the Ditto.
Gotta make sure that Ditto.
Goes to the loss zone.
And there it goes.
Shout out to our players, keeping the board state clean.
Yeah. Another basic fighting energy. How many? 5 basic fighting energies. Is that a lot for a Zorak?
Five is definitely on the higher side. Usually they'll play
Like 4/4.
four. They'll play like 4/4, and it'll be 4 of like the basic, or they'll play 4 of the unit.
Yeah, like Brandon was rocking the 4 units earlier.
But the unit is definitely more played in the Ninetales variant.
Oh, this is not good for Kelso. It's going to be a
One
Riotous
trade,
Beating for 20, 40, 60, 80, 60.
40 damage.
Devoured Field.
No, 50.
No, it's minus 20, not minus 30.
No, but he's only got 3 Pokemon in play. So it's 60 plus 10 minus 20. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't.
Can we see a Great Ball and a
Great Ball into another
Macargo
Macargo.
for the one time, Tristan? For the one time?
I don't
No,
see
it's
it,
fine.
but Tristan is very far ahead in
I
this
wouldn't
game.
mind taking that Snubble now, though.
I don't know. I think you just go ahead and swing. I think you just put as much. I mean, what's his last card in hand? Oh, he's gonna smooth. I can't.
Dead card.
Dead card?
It's a dead card.
Can he play it? Is it a playable card?
No, it's not playable.
I can't tell. I can't tell what it is. Okay, yeah, it's
Grabbing Ultra Ball because it's gonna Ultra Ball away whatever the other card is, as long as it's not Macargo to go find the second Macargo.
well, at that point you just like smooth over. I think you put a dead card, draw, and then ultra ball it away. A card that I guess you couldn't use.
No, the instruct's gonna happen now.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, he's only got 1 instruct. So
and I would like to see a Smooth Over for a card for the next turn if that's the case. And
we're gonna see
dead
it.
cards.
Yep.
It was a Ringer. That's what the other card
We're gonna
was.
see the ultra ball for the Macargo
And
and another smooth over if I were to guess. Yep.
I would like to see the Smooth Over just have a card for the next turn though.
He grabbed Apricorn Maker.
No, that was
Or
Shrine.
was it?
That was
Oh,
Shrine.
it was Shrine. Okay.
Shrine of Punishment. But if you Zip Strike it here and can't thin down your hand, it feels really bad.
Yeah. It definitely feels bad if you can't, but I think
Yeah, all out for 190.
all right, back over to Kelso.
Still not drawing the best here. Hey, DCE.
Still not the
Is that
greatest
other Devoured
hand.
Field
Yep.
gonna have to get traded now?
Because what's the third card?
Zorak.
I think I would just trade the
Trade the
Zorak.
Zorak.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't trade that.
If that's a Zorak, yeah, it's a Zorak. And DCE and Cynthia. Okay.
So I think we're gonna see. I
See
would
the
like to see Cynthia first.
before the trade.
Yeah, we want to see Cynthia before the trade. Yep.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
There we go. Let's see it. Let's see it.
Proper sequencing.
Now, no knockout can happen because there's already chip damage on the Granbull. There's 50 damage. So definitely possible to pick up a knockout here and put a little bit of pressure back on Tristan. 6-3 in the prize race at the moment. There's Azarua. Let's see. One more trade left. You have to find... There's a Zork and another Timer Ball. Timer Balls, 3? Did we just find all 3 Timer Balls off that Cynthia Plus trade? Yep.
We did.
Insane. No, are you short on this knockout here? 20. Yeah.
90 minus 20. Yeah. Yeah, that's
Short by 10.
10 damage.
Coop Gang, thanks for the follow.
Homie.
Shout out
Always.
David Cooper.
Yo, I hope he plays more. He was playing back in this format, right?
Oh, yeah.
He
Yeah.
was.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's around the time that I met him. Fear Factor, thanks for the follow. All right, 120 now on that Granbull. That is a Shrine of Punishment. Now, I would love to see a smooth over for a Guzma on
The Lele.
the Lele this turn. Because then it forces Max Potion or Ace Roll a busted format, right? Where are you at, though? Mike and Adam were here. Oh, he wants to play Pokemon Catcher to be funny, but we should play Guzma. Oh,
No, I think
Just
we're
flip
being.
heads.
I think
Just
we're.
flip
I
heads.
think we're being funny here.
just flip heads. Well, you have double smooth over, so in theory it doesn't matter. Like, you can always get yourself out of it. Should be able to get yourself out of it,
Yeah.
but we will see. Okay, Zebstrika first. Love to see that.
Draw 4 cards. Catcher, switch.
Dead card and Diantha. All right, so you're gonna have to smooth over again for an Ultra Ball. You better flip heads.
I mean, you can still just knock out. You can still just knock out the Zoroark too. Like you're hitting for enough.
Yes. So then, where you just went on Guzma on the next turn.
Yeah.
So another Ultra. Well, he also plays Fiery Flint. Now would be the best time to play Fiery Flint if it's in deck. Because this is a turn to where you don't need either card. You don't need to find a. There it is.
Let's see.
I see it. Right there. Nope.
No. He's not thinking about it. Looks like yep, we're going for the Ultra Ball. Definitely just to get his
Spin the
hand down to
cards.
0.
Yeah. Both are fine in this scenario. You just never know if next turn you're gonna have to need to Ultra Ball for a Pokemon or something like that. Instruct for 1. Oh no, just an all-out
And 10 on the GXs.
go down to.
Probably gonna see a promote on the Zoroark here. This is really good for Tristan because now he just needs.
Pseudo Wudo.
Okay, so I think.
So what do you discard?
I think you discard. Ooh, I think you discard.
I think it's
you
Cargo
discard
or
the cargo. I
Zebstrika.
think it's cargo.
I think it's Cargo or Zebstrika, one of the two.
Maybe just a Zebstrika. Yeah.
Because you can always Nest Ball for another Guru if Guru gets knocked out. But if Guru gets knocked out, you have double Cargo, so.
Yeah.
Let's see. Trade number 1 happening from Kelso's side. Kelso trying to find a board here to set up to win this game. Eyeing up an Ultra Ball. There's no more Lele's in deck because we know that the other 2 are in the discard pile already. So there's the maybe Ultra Ball. Debating. 6, 1, 5. There you go.
Yeah.
I just saw you do it. Grab a Rockruff, probably. Because you have Timer Ball in hand. If you flip heads, you can just find that Lycanroc. You want to thin the cards out to try to hit the Kukui Devoured Field. But no, you're out of Devoured Fields already. This Granbull is 100% staying alive this turn. Ooh, Kelso trying to map out how to make a comeback in this game. Definitely thinking really hard about the line of play that needs to happen. This is why Muck is so really relevant in this matchup. Is with Muck out, Tristan would have never been able to draw with Instruct, and Ditto potentially could have never evolved depending on the turn that Muck hit the board.
Yeah, Muck definitely slows down Granbull a lot when you're able to stop the Ringaroos, so that way Granbull can't get down to one card or 0
Trade.
cards.
Trades into
2-card
the
hand.
Lycanroc Max Potion. But what do you have to Max Potion?
Yeah,
what
but
do you,
then,
so
but then the Zoroarks just take pink damage, and you can just Guzma it for game.
So that's the thing is, if you Max Potion the active, you are a Guzma away from losing. If you Max Potion the bench, you're a Choice Band away from losing. You're also just a Guzma away with no hand size, regardless.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is where you Max Potion the active, because at that point, Guzma will already win it. Now, Shrine
see.
Tech needs to happen
And
here.
a top deck Ultra Ball. I think we're
No,
gonna.
he smoothed over for the Ultra
Oh, he
Ball.
did. I think we're gonna. I think this is gonna be. I think he can get down to 0.
Well, he needs to get down to 0, and
He's got Palpad and Field Blower. Yeah, he's gonna put Guzman to the top.
does
Draw
he have
one.
Oh, he can Field Blower his
Yeah,
own.
he can Field Blower. He can Field Blower. Yeah, he can
His
use-
own Choice Band.
Yeah, or the Shrine. Yep, gonna draw the 1.
There it is. Play down the Guzma. Fear Blower, the Shrine of Punishment.
Palpad, back, Field Blower, and then we're gonna see an all-out.
For 190 for the knockout for game. Tristan Bennett will be moving to 3-1 here, taking down Zoroark GX. That's the first time Zoroark's lost on stream, right?
Yep, this is the first time Granbull has won on stream too.
Tristan playing that matchup very well, sequencing at a very, very high level there. Anything interesting that we didn't see in either list other than the Fiery Flint?
No,
I think that's pretty. Everything else is pretty generic, right?
everything
Oh, the
else-
multi-switch. We never got to see that get played, but multi-switch was a card that was played in Zoroark specifically.
mainly to just be able to like pull off a quick
Claw Slash, right?
Claw Slash or Dangerous Rogue.
Yeah, both were really relevant attacks back then in the format.
Oh yeah, Dangerous Rogue was one of
That's
definitely
how
definitely
you answered Guardy, right? With Lycanroc.
definitely like one of the top 3 GX attacks before all the tag
Oh,
teams.
yeah.
Yeah.
Pre-tag teams, there was. I feel like it was pretty balanced GX attack wise. After
yeah.
that, it started.
It started going a little downhill.
You know-
It started snowballing.
Zygarde GX may not be relevant to this format, but the next format, when Pikaron came out, that's when it was relevant. But yeah, all right, that was our round 4 of Swiss. We'll have one more round coming up shortly. Are we taking a break?
Yeah, sure.
All
All right.
See you for round 5.
Hang around. A lot of smooth overs and a lot of instructs.
Yep. So,
I think a lot of it goes down to who goes first, right?
yep. Yeah, whoever can pull off the first attack can just be able to stream.
It's on them to lose at
Granbulls.
that point.
Yep.
Tristan
So-
Bennett.
Left, we got Tristan Bennett.
Sick Drocky plush over there in the corner. Just seen that. Let's go. Tanner Hurley, longtime player, multi-IC champion,
Multi-IC and 16-time regional champion.
16 times. Absolute beast at this game. All right, let's see who's. Tristan put the 2 in front of him. I'm hoping that means that he's just going second and it just
mulligan.
wasn't a heads.
Now in this mirror match, or as Granbull, I don't know if you, if you take the mulligan. Do you take the mulligans?
I think you do on turn 1, and I think I already see a Macargo in Tanner's opening hand. So you want to try to find that Slugma
Yeah.
early.
That's fair.
Let's see. Opening 7. Double Diantha Guru. Oh.
Ooh.
Hands kind of stink. Okay, that 2 definitely indicates that Tristan lost the flip 2. Tanner's definitely in the driver's seat from the opening hand perspective. There's the fist bump and
You're underway.
Neville Guru. Draw for turn. Expander CGC. This
This is
retro format. Sun and Moon through Sun and Moon Lost Thunder.
so all the sets from Sun and Moon base set to Sun and Moon Lost Thunder with a certain block of promo cards.
Great ball here, finding a Ringaroo Instruct. Gonna be a very key card in this matchup. Let's see what Tanner has. Does he have another great ball? Is it just gonna be bench a bunch of stuff, pass? Catch, pass. So no slug. Alright, you can treasure away one of those Dianthas now if you're Tristan and be able to at least thin it out of your hand. So actually you can, yep. I think Tristan's really just hoping that this Snubble can survive.
Oh yeah, he needs this Snubble to survive at least one turn.
If not 2, potentially.
I mean,
So
the
there's
rest
the
of his
treasure away
hand,
the Diantha,
the rest of his hand is not very good. And a pass.
and I think Tanner just top decked the Diantha too. Second Guru. He has 3 Granbulls in his hand, Tanner. I don't think he can
Ooh.
play down his hand. I think this is going to be a pass or an all out for 30.
What's the rest? Yeah,
Yeah.
It is 30.
Granbull hands.
And a fiery flint.
That's an actual insane top deck because now you can instruct for 3. All right. Everything can change if Tristan can hit like an Apricorn Maker and a switch and like a dead card or a playable card, not dead card.
Tristan is playing he's playing 2 switch.
I
He
guess
also
it could
could
also
draw
be a
Guzma.
Guzma.
Could be a
right?
Guzma.
Guzma does it. Potentially another way to draw the
See
Guru
what
can
the
get
3
it.
cards are.
All
Guzma
right,
Field
the
Blow.
Guru Field Blow. Oh,
Okay.
all right, that's actually pretty good. Guru.
We're gonna go for 3 again.
Apricorn may no.
Okay,
no attack.
No attack.
No attack, but now you get to set up a second Snubble and a Slugma. So I think Tristan is now setting his board up a little better than Tanner. Tanner's hand is Cargo, Granbull, Stretcher.
Oh, that's not great.
I don't like the double Slugma
Yeah.
in case Tanner can find a way to knock out that Granbull. Ditto, maybe? I would have loved to see Ditto there, I think.
I don't know if
Maybe
I
Ditto's
agree.
prize?
I don't agree with the double Slugma grab.
Now, I don't think he knows this. Tanner does not play the Pokemon Catcher, which was really popular in Granbull lists.
Yeah, no Pokemon catcher, just 2 Guzma. I think we're just gonna see a pass from Tristan. Oh, back to Tanner. We got a Slugma.
So, not the card you want here.
And we're gonna see another 30.
But now it's on
Ultra
Ultra
Ball.
Ball top deck here. So, actually, you can...
Okay, let's see what Tristan's gonna do. He's gonna grab the Macargo first of all. And he's probably gonna take Guzma or Switch. I guess that's fine. Switch is fine.
Now you have to have 2 playable cards though.
Yeah. Do you have to have 2 playable cards here?
Also, there's a world where you don't find another Snubble. Tanner takes a knockout and the game swings back right into Tanner's favor.
Yeah, so Tristan has to
Find another Snubble and thin down his hand.
Switch, Great Ball, a Cargo. That's
That will guarantee it,
incredible.
actually.
So let's see.
Now,
He's gonna do the smooth over.
I would have loved to have seen Great Ball first. I think. No, well, no.
No, it's
Okay, I
fine.
guess that's fine because now.
The Great Ball's gonna immediately grab the Snubble. Yep.
So
I think this is fine. I think
yeah,
because he wasn't guaranteed to grab the Snubble off the Great Ball, and you just don't want to like have to just instruct for more unnecessary cards. I think.
yeah. Now Tristan's board state is definitely in position here.
But Tanner does have that Diantha.
Now
so-
Tristan did also lose double Diantha.
Yeah.
No Diantha.
Or no
but
Diantha, but we do have Macargo now.
Macargo to essentially guarantee Diantha. Now, what do you start chasing down Macargos if you're Tanner? I think
I
that's
don't
kind of
think-
what he's
I mean-
debating.
Yeah, but I don't know if you can.
Can I afford it?
I don't know if you can afford to Guzman this turn.
I think you need to.
Okay, let's see what the top deck is. Needs to be something playable. Very. Okay, that's good.
That means you have an attack. Play down Fairy, play down Cargo, instruct for 1, and then you have Stretcher, and then. I don't think you want to Diantha. So many monkeys on the board, so many.
Oranguru was the original Monkey Dory.
Swear. People don't understand how strong Guru.
Oranguru had like 3 really good printings.
It's actually crazy. Tanner thinking about how to go about this turn. So I think you instruct for 1 and then Stretcher and Apricorn Maker.
What's the card?
So smooth over first.
Okay,
Unless
gonna
he's
guess it's-
Stretcher for the.
he's gonna stretch it for probably the Snubble here.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm curious.
He
now.
drew a Nest Ball there. I think that was his card that he instructed for.
Tanner like paused for a second, so I wonder if he thought about something else that he wished he hadn't done. I guess we'll see. He has a Snubble. Instruct for 1 is Ultra Ball.
Okay.
Find another slug. Ditto.
Okay.
Alright, this is what you like to see. Now it's who can chain attackers better. And with double Diantha gone from Tristan, he's gonna need to find that pal pad.
Oh, yeah.
It's
just
right at the bottom.
It's written really badly on the list.
Granbull been on stream every round so far. No,
3 of the 5 rounds it's been
4
on
of the
stream.
5, I think.
Maybe 4 of the 5, yeah.
4 of the 5. Round 1 was Gardy versus Zoro. 2, 3, 4, 5 have all been Granbull. Granbull's just been at the top tables the whole tournament.
Shout out Seabrew.
Shout out Seabrew. There's a Diantha. How many Dianthas does?
I think 3.
3 Dianthas. That's the 3rd Diantha now from Tristan. Has to find another. Okay, I was about to say he's got to find another Snubble. If you don't find another Snubble, that's. Okay, he should put a Stretcher back on top, I think. Palpad. Okay, that's good. Can reuse Diantha. Shuffling up, leaving that Palpad on top, so on the next turn you can Palpad back in those Dianthas and try to streamline every attack possible. Snubble promote, draw for turn. Tanner already has Nestball Diantha in hand.
So
We're
he's-
gonna see who can stream Diantha better, probably.
This is going to be interesting for sure. I mean, it's at this point, it's really who's going to miss the first attack?
Ooh, also, Tristan used his only copy of Field Blower already, and I know that Tanner plays bodybuilding dumbbells, so there may be a world to where Diantha has to grab a Field Blower and can't grab another piece later.
Yes, I also see that Tristan is not playing any bodybuilding dumbbells of his own. He's opting for more Switch and the
Another
Fiery Flint
Diantha.
and the Pokemon Catcher.
Tanner is on the 2 Diantha, 1 Pal Pad, so there's another Smooth Over on board. Let's see. Finding another Snubble here. Gotta keep going. Now, we will have to see those rescue stretchers start getting used also, because I don't think you can consistently. There's the bodybuilding. Diantha, Granbull, Fairy. All out knockout.
Now this bodybuilding dumbbells is huge now.
Now you have to Diantha back that Field Blower.
You do.
Or gust around it. I guess if you draw into Pokemon Catcher and flip heads, you can wait a turn on being able to Diantha. Now, if you push Macargo, you're saying I have to switch a Guzma.
Oh yeah. See what Tristan opts to do here. I mean, if
We know the top card's Palpad, so I wonder what that prize is that's making him consider it this hard. Tanner flexing with the regional Dianthas in the corner.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even realize it. There's another Snubble. That's why I'm so confused now. You have double Smooth Over.
So the Palpad first. I think it's just going to be 2
Double.
Dianthas.
It's got to be double Diantha.
1 and
Hasn't played any other supporter yet, so
another thing is Tristan putting these supporters back into the deck also increases his chances of drawing more than one.
because you can draw Apricorn plus Diantha,
Yes.
and that becomes very, very iffy. And Smooth Overing before the first Instruct for the Guzma. Now, if you grab Guzma right off the bat, you have to raw draw into a Fairy or a Granbull piece.
Yes.
Because if not, see, this is where
Okay, so he's gonna.
Diantha for sure. Because Instruct, if the other 2 cards in your hand are like Granbull, Psychic, or Psychic Fairy, Fairy Stretcher, that's when you can use Diantha to grab Switch plus Field Blower and be able to get rid of this only bodybuilding dumbbells on the side. Instruct for 3. Granbull piece.
Okay.
So that's not all of it. So I wonder if you are Tristan, you should Granbull. Well, so Granbull, that should be it, right? Granbull, Smooth Over for Fairy, Instruct for 1, draw Fairy, and then Diantha for Field. No, you can't kill your hand.
You can't get all the way down now because he has Apricorn Maker.
You drew the Apricorn Maker. You drew a second supporter. Ooh.
This bodybuilding dumbbells is coming in really clutch for Tanner right now.
Now, there's also a world where you can Field Blower later.
That's true. You can hit into it and Field Blower it later for a prize.
But you then have to Diantha for that Field Blower again and not need another piece. That's the issue that we're seeing on this turn is Tristan needing so many pieces, but yet can only grab so many.
Looks like he's grabbing.
If you're doing this, then you have to say that you're going to draw a way to discard the Apricorn Maker plus
an energy.
which that's not possible. You can't draw It'd have to be treasure, right? That's the only one card discard out. It'd have
Yeah.
to be treasure.
And he's already played one.
So it has to be the last.
He plays 2 mysterious treasures, so it has to be this one and an energy.
So. And then Tanner would go to 4. He goes there. But Tristan is still in the prize trade, even if he whiffs this turn.
No, I mean, well,
Because it would go 4, 4.
if Tristan whiffs an attack here and Tanner's able to take an attack, then Tanner's in the driver's seat.
No, because they
Another
would go to 4, 4, and then it's Tristan's
No, he's
turn.
he's already at 4.
Oh, broken.
Yeah, so yeah, they're both at 4. It's just not updated yet.
No worries.
But let's see if Tristan is able to find.
It has to be the perfect 2. It has to be treasure plus fairy, with 1 treasure gone.
I mean, he can smooth over, but then
It has to be for the treasure to give yourself.
I
A
don't
higher
see that
chance
many
to-
fair. I see 1, 2, 3. Okay,
4,
they're all
5.
at the back.
You
They're all at the
have
back.
to put the treasure and hope that the
You have to hope that last card is a
There's a
fairy.
fairy. Throwing cards around. All right, big.
This
turn.
is a
The
huge instruct
draw.
for 1.
Has to be the third
2.
card.
Instruct for 2 technically,
We
but
know
we know
that
what
one of
card
them
is
is the mysterious treasure. Is the other one going to be a fairy
the
energy?
cut.
So you got to play the blower. Switch into the Granbull. Is that second card fairy energy? No!
It is not a fairy energy.
So with the attack, Tanner is now definitely in the lead, right?
I mean, Tristan can't take a knockout this turn, so I mean,
I think Tristan did everything right on that turn. I don't think there was anything wrong about it, especially
Yeah.
smooth overing first for the treasure, giving yourself as high as a probability to hit it. And I still would probably attach. No, I guess you don't want to attach the band yet. Tristan's shaking his head,
Tristan is not.
understanding that this was a huge swing.
Now it's
Smooth
back
over.
on. Now it's back on Tanner.
Now, if you're Tanner, if you can knock something out, do you just chase a cargo?
I think you do chase a cargo if you're gonna gust. Yeah, that's definitely the only thing I think you gust here.
If you're not,
It also
just knocking out the.
because also if you are able to knock out the a cargo, Diantha is not live.
Yeah. And we're seeing that Diantha is a huge card in this matchup. So let's see, Tanner thinking about the smooth over card. Depending on what the other 2 cards in hand, he hasn't really revealed to the camera what they are. Really determines what this is. So he drew the 1 off of the instruct. Smooth over number 2 is going to be Ultra Ball probably for Granbull. And then we're going to probably just see an all out for 160. And Tanner taking the prize trade. There it is. Granbull on deck.
Granbull. So
Yep.
now we have another Granbull established here.
And all out for 160. Tanner will be going down to 3 prizes. Tristan looking back over to see what resources Tanner's using. They both know that they're playing very similar lists.
Yes, I believe it's about
Probably what, 57? Probably 3 cards.
56, 57.
The third Diantha, the Pokemon Catcher, the Bodybuilding, they're all different cards.
Yeah, Tristan's also playing another Switch
Yes.
in the Flint.
1 less fairy on Tristan's side, 1 more on Tanner's. Something to note as well. Wow, that means that Tristan didn't prize a single energy because he had the 1 in the discard and the 5 in the deck. As high as chance possible.
Okay, so we just instructed into the fairy, so now we're going to see Diantha.
Diantha for Granbull Snubble.
Yep.
Very nice, very nice. Love to see it. I'd like to see a smooth over to put another Diantha back on top.
I mean, he's down 2 Dianthas now, so now I think this is his last Diantha. Oh,
Pokemon catcher.
we're going
He's
for the
gotta try
Pokemon
to
catcher.
disrupt this at some point because Tristan understands that if everything on the board stays how it is, Tanner will streamline attacks better the rest of the game, or at least have a higher chance to do so. So Tristan knows that Pokemon catcher will have to knock out
A Macargo here.
Macargo
for
here
sure.
to hopefully try to slow it down. And if he flips tails, he still gets a knockout on the active. Pokemon catcher tails. Pokemon Day Dice tails there. It's an all out for 160. Tristan going down to 3 prizes. Tanner promoting Granbull, drawing for turns. I see Fairies at Apricorn Maker, maybe?
I think so.
Pulled the car away a little too fast for us to see. We see Mike Moore and Jalen Jones looking behind Tanner, seeing how this Granbull mirror is going on. So let's see.
Smooth over.
Actually, that might have been Diantha.
I don't know what pieces of Granbull Tanner what his count, how many Snubbull and Granbull
I think
has
he
left.
may go for a stretcher here. And then
I know he's got to be running low.
I think stretcher, instruct for 1. Yep,
Okay. Now let's see.
probably.
Are we gonna do a shuffle? Or I think we're gonna do a shuffle.
But he's still going to be able to Diantha for
The pieces, yeah.
Oh, no, that's Great Ball in hand.
He's gonna smooth over again though. I think he's just gonna Diantha for Snubbull and something else. Let's see.
Seven and a half minutes left on the clock. Both these players playing at a pretty good pace. I don't think that time will be an issue for this round.
Yeah, 'cause I think they'll definitely be
It was
able
a
to finish
Snubbull.
this. Yeah. It was a Snubbull. Yep. We're gonna see the Great Ball.
Big old Great Ball fail here, no matter what. Best of 1 for Swiss, yes. If Top Cut decides to play it out, then it will turn into a best of 3.
We're gonna see
Which
an
actually,
all-out-
Granbull struggled a lot in best of 3. It really did well in best of 1.
It was a slower deck because
It
it was
was.
a single prize deck, so
Similar to how Guardy is in this format, Guardy destroys in
lots
best
of
of 1.
actions to do too.
Lots of search, shuffle. 5 rounds of Swiss, by the way. This is round 5. Last round of Swiss. Winner of this match will be going on to Top Cut.
So we're back on Tristan's side now. We got a fairy and a choice.
Very choice. Do you instruct for 1 first here, or do you smooth over?
He's gonna smooth over.
I mean, what?
Now,
He's
Tristan
just out
is-
of Diantha.
I think
He's
he's
out
got
of
yeah, I think he's
out of
Dianthas.
stretchers. There's
I don't
one
see-
Granbull left. He can attack one more time unless he takes because if he doesn't set up another Granbull,
I don't see any way to. I don't see
I don't see any way
recovery.
to recover. I think Tristan may
he's realizing it.
see the writing on the wall on this one. He must have prized.
A
There's
stretcher.
1 stretcher, 2 stretcher. How many stretchers in the deck?
I think there's 2 stretcher. Yeah, 2 stretcher, 3 Diantha. So I think he prized a Diantha.
Well, no. He if you remember, had to lose 2 early.
That's right. and
Played the
Palpat-
3rd,
and
and then
Palpat
Pop
him.
had it in 2. He has
Right.
resolved Diantha 3 times, which is what he could have done. So I think Tristan understanding that if there's another attack, I will not win the game. Maybe he's just gonna consider Guzma trapping at this point. I think that's like his only win condition. Tanner having, I think, at least 1, if not multiple Guzmas left. I don't think Tanner's played his Switch yet either, so as long as those 2 cards aren't prized, Tanner should be able to go down to 1. I don't think I just saw Guzma and
Mm-mm.
Tanner's discard pile when he just fanned it out. Instruct for 1. There's Guzma. Guzma trap cargo. That's where we're at.
I think. Are we just gonna see a pass?
I almost certainly, I think. Tristan's got to play for the tie at this point. Putting the other Guzma back, so if you get out of it once, you got to get out of it a second time.
Yeah.
But
I mean, what's this one card? A fairy energy
yeah, choice.
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 Okay, so as
He
long
attached
as
the fairy to. Or are you saying Tanner? Tanner's one
what's that card?
is it playable?
He
Can you
just-
just outright smooth
yeah,
over for
for Guzma.
Guzma? I don't think so because he didn't pick it up right away.
He's thinking about it.
It's
but-
Apricorn Maker.
Okay, so yeah, he's. I think
So I wonder if you just go for switch now and you have Apricorn Maker, so then you instruct, and then as long as you have an Ultra Ball.
I mean, at the same time, Tanner's gonna be up 2 prizes, which is huge. And we have the Guzma. Oh, and then now we have Smooth Over for Ultra Ball, Instruct, and the Ultra Ball. And then you'll be at 0.
Actually, still just outright grab Granbull too.
Right,
Set up
yeah,
the second attack.
That too, yeah.
Still has switch left too, so Tanner's
Yeah,
really.
and I think we still have Palpad and
Oh,
Guzma.
treasure must be out of Ultra Balls at this point. So either out of Ultra Balls or want to save it potentially for the next turn in case you need to be able to dump 3 cards. Push, draw, Guzma, pass. Now was Tanner's prize playable? If
Let's
it's
find out.
top deck playable, prize play, Palpad Zip Strike. Zip Strike is not playable.
Okay, let's.
Smooth over Guzma, smooth over Ultra Ball. As long as he has an Ultra Ball left, this should be it.
Switch. Smooth over. Does he have the Ultra Ball? Yep,
There's
and the
the
Ultra Ball.
and then
And
there's the
all
All
out
Out.
for the game.
Very well played by both players. Oh, that Ditto Prism was prized, by
Yep.
the way, on Tristan's end. So essentially, that 5th snubble was never there. Tanner Hurley advancing to 4-1 will guarantee being top cut. Welcome back, y'all. Got another match. We're playing out top 8. We have Josh Cohen on the left playing Zoro, and then we have Adam Knowles, world's competitor, on the right playing Malamar. Josh is 302. Adam is 311. Adam is one of the people that bubbled in. 2 bubbled out. Unsure what the 2 playing out were playing. Actually, I do know 10th was Spread, which was Adam Doricott. I believe 9th was also Malamar. Don't quote me on that one. Adam flexing with the world's competitor 2018 mat there. Let's see. I see a Let Loose in Adam's hand, so we're finally going to be able to see a Let Loose on stream. We haven't seen it once today yet. $50 minutes for best of 3. Acrobike. Giratina active against a Zorua. Acrobike. Take the other card. Unlike Trekking Shoes, you look at both and then discard. Treasure Away Psychic is what you want to see in this matchup. We haven't gotten to stream Malamar yet. Malamar has the ability Psychic Recharge that allows you to attach a Psychic Energy from your discard pile to one of your bench Pokemon. Similar to the Flaffy and the... What was the
Electric.
Electric?
And Metal Links.
And Bronzong Metal Links. Has there been any others? I don't think so, right?
I don't think so.
No. It's been a really strong ability every time it's been in format. Definitely a really cool archetype. Giratina has that cool ability, Distortion Door, where it can bring itself back from the discard pile and then put 1 damage counter on 2 of your opponent's bench Pokemon. Adam's wanting to find multiple NKs here for sure. Cynthia choosing not to let loose yet. Josh's hand just looks like a Cynthia to me, attached Cynthia, so we'll see how that goes. This is best of 3 though, so we should be able to get 2 to 3 good games, bare minimum. Quad let loose, let's go. Adam
Let
wanting to
loose.
find... we haven't seen one yet.
Yeah.
We haven't seen one yet. There it is again. Is that another Inkay that we found though? That is. So now that you find double Inkay, actually potential for triple because I believe I see a treasure there.
I think so,
Switch.
yeah.
Do you... Or is
I think
that
he's going for the... Yeah, I think you definitely go for the third.
third Inkay and then let loose? Oh, Bella Silence Chimecho is really
That's
relevant in this
very
matchup.
strong.
Bella Silence is for a Psychic Energy, 10 damage. Your opponent cannot play any Pokemon from their hands that have an ability.
Yep.
So no Zoroarks.
Very good against Zoroark, Gardevoir. What else?
Decidueye, Ninetales.
Decidueye, Ninetales.
Macargos.
Yeah, it's okay. I guess it can buy time against Granbull.
Josh now starting the game with 4 cards, and he drew the judge.
I see the judge.
Elm? Nope. Slam down
see the
DC that
DC.
judge. Yep, there we go. So what's funny is I was actually playing Josh's deck last night against the deck that Adam is playing, and I was able to win, but it was not close by any means. Josh is playing that Deoxys, so that card may come up at some point. Oh no, there's that Deoxys.
See the bench and a
Oh.
pass.
Oh, nope, Ram.
A ramp for 20? 40?
20.
Is it weak to dark or is
20. It's weak to Psychic.
it weak to psychic?
Because you can
I
Psychic
remember
knock
there
out
was
an
some
8K.
psychic Pokemon from this format that were weak to dark. or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
the
few.
Dawnwings Necrozma
Yeah.
is. Not the regular Necrozma.
I remember some of the Pokemon.
Nest
Zoroark
ball
or-
here for
or
Adam.
Malamar.
Let's see. What are you going to target? Dawnwings. Speak of Dawnwings. Imagine if Greninja, Rad Greninja was in this format.
Oh, man.
Insane card.
Snipe 2 Malamars.
There's the Marshadow GX also getting pulled to the front. That card, very cool. Can copy an attack of a basic Pokemon in your discard pile. Is a fighting attacker, so you can one-shot those Zoroark GXs with it. Adam just debating here what he wants to grab. Anything? Nothing? Nothing. Failing the Nest Ball. Now, if there isn't a Bella Silence that hits the board, Josh does have a Zoroark GX in hand. And one of the best cards to discard for now is that Alolan Muck, so you can
Mm-hmm.
rescue Stretcher for later. Because Muck is actually really relevant, so then that Giratina can't keep coming back from the discard pile. There's a
That is
Guzma.
true. I think we're going to see a Guzma and a Bella Silence here.
That's the play, though.
Yep, Psychic coming down on Chimecho and a Guzma.
Bella Silence. It's also relevant because Bella Silence would have done 0 damage to Zora because it is resistant to Psychic. It's 20 damage, not 10.
Let's see, what's the
Field
top
Blower?
deck?
Got a Timer Ball to Thin, I think, right? Oh, that's an
Okay.
Ultra Ball, actually.
Timer and Ultra Ball. And double heads, I think. I think that's double heads.
Yeah, that's a 6. Double heads. Must be nice. Beautiful full art Lycanrocs. Now, do you Ultra Ball for another Zorua? Nope. There's the pass because we see Adam draw. Because Bella Silence can only last you so long. Is Adam currently rocking?
Wait, I gotta grab.
No worries.
I gotta grab his list.
Josh is playing the Resource Management Oranguru, though, so that's something that will potentially come up in this match. Attaching a Psychic Energy to the Lele, potentially offering a Tapu Cure, if not an Energy Drive or a Pivot at any point. Let's see. Josh is playing the 4 Double Colorless and the 4 Fighting Energies, so none of the unit energies. Ultra Ball away, Double Psychic to probably go search out a Malamar to evolve the one that's damaged, so then you can start using that Psychic recharge ability, hopefully powering up that Giratina on the bench. Evolving the non-damaged one just in case. Psychic recharge, I think, is what's getting eyed up here, or at least looking through the discard pile. Yep, there's the 1 energy onto the Giratina. And Bella Silence.
Adam's list.
And Cynthia. Alright. So Josh is not out of the game yet by any means. Ultra Ball away the... I think I'd like to see the Lycanroc and the Muck go. Yep. Find what here? Zorua?
Yeah, I mean, there's not that many Pokemon that Josh can grab here that don't have an ability to
He
play
already
down.
has the Deoxys, so you kind of want to just Cynthia. Cynthia into DCE here would put a lot of pressure on Adam.
Oh yeah, being able to knock out this Chimecho would be huge.
Because then it's like, if you Bella Silence me again, I'm just going to return knockout. If you don't, I get to go into Zorks, which is an interesting way to go about it. And
Okay, well, we
double
found
fighting.
a fighting, so right
There's
now,
the pass.
right now, Josh is going to be able to do it next turn. But let's see what Adam is going to do.
Adam's got his hand a little bit off camera. I know that he has at least a switch in hand, so I don't think he has an energy to be able to Shadow Impact this turn, which is the attack on the Giratina. His hands, he's got a Mally hand.
Yeah.
Oh boy. It's a hand of no draw supporters and just a whole bunch of...
I think it's just a
Clutter.
bunch of search, a bunch
It's
of clutter.
a switch. I think it's switch, Dawnwing's Rescue Stretcher, and maybe another switch. Oh boy. I still probably would like to see that Psychic Recharge onto the Tina, though, to force it pressure on the next turn. There's the DC, the very next card. Now, Psychic Knockout. Now the question is, what do you do now for Adam? I think you promote Lele because you have the energy. Now, not Psychic Recharging onto that Giratina on the last turn means that he has to find another switching card or another Malamar. Or not another switching, another Psychic Energy.
I think he drew Necrozma GX there.
Yep. So now you're going to have to Energy Drive with a Lele to pick up a knockout here. And then that's just...
That's not ideal.
It's not ideal by any means. But I guess Josh's board doesn't necessarily say, I'm going to return knockout right away.
Oh yeah.
Because you would need full board Devoured plus Kukui, right?
Yes. I think he doesn't need Devoured. He just needs Kukui and full bench. With the belt.
Double Zork, Zorua,
At the start.
Oranguru.
Okay, we have basics.
Actually, yeah.
He needs these trades to be very strong.
Oh, he has Cynthia in hand too. But can't Cynthia if you want to pick up a knockout.
Yeah,
I think Josh understanding Adam not playing draw supporters these last two turns shows that Adam's hand isn't that strong. So then maybe you can find a Ditto to then try to get the Muck. Maybe get a Rockruff to be able to threaten a Bloodthirsty on the Tina to get rid of. Or a Malamar.
Yeah, I think definitely establishing Muck would be
Ideal.
very detrimental to Adam, that's for sure.
Now, I see a Great Ball and an Elm.
Rockruff, Lele, Zork.
Alright,
two
so...
more.
Alright,
Okay, I think we're gonna grab Rockruff.
Rockruff
or
seems
Lele.
good.
One of the two. Okay, grabbing Rockruff. Yeah, he's got some orders.
And he actually has a second Rockruff in hand, too. Come back.
Sorry, I have to
No,
make
you're
calls
doing...
and stuff.
Do cool, important things.
Trade onto the Elms. Trade away another Elm. Another Elm.
Josh took price, right?
Yes. Broken. Back over to Adam. Let's see what he's got in his hand. It's like a treasure, rescue stretcher, switch. Adam could...
How many Leles? Just the one, right?
Just the one, but
How many
he
let loose?
could let loose again this turn.
2 let loose?
Yeah, 2 let loose.
Could also just grab a Malamar here. You're not threatened by a Muck yet, so you can...
Having half your board as support Pokemon does not feel good.
No.
Because then Josh can try to set up Ditto and to set it up into Muck and
If-
potentially Bloodthirsty Eyes.
If Josh can Bloodthirsty a Malamar and bench Ditto, I think Adam should be a little worried. because at that point,
Adam has 1 Malamar. That's assuming he plays the Let Loose this turn.
I just think in general, I think if another Inkay doesn't hit the board,
Yeah, if an Inkay doesn't hit the board here, this could be pretty bad for Adam.
like, yes, the Tina is now powered up, right? But at the same time, I mean, Guzma Blood, or not Guzma Bloodthirsty, can Bloodthirsty up the Lele also?
I think yes, this is definitely the turn I think you want to try to just get rid of the Lele.
Bloodthirsty. Yeah, you want to take the 2.
Okay, double heads again. So it looks like
A lot of double heads on
I-
stream today, dude.
a
It must be
lot.
nice. I used to flip tails on that card all the time.
double heads is pretty satisfying.
It's when
Off
it's
timer ball.
just this free search 2 evolution. Let's see. Josh debating on what to do here. You definitely evolve the Zorua to Zorak no matter what, right? There's no reason not to. I guess if you want to Ace a roll this turn, right? That's the only thing that I could see.
Yeah.
Trade. Still, you have the Ditto in hand. Chasing the Malamars. Now, can we see the Ditto hit the board or no? I think I would like to see the Ditto hit the board to at least threaten the Muck.
Wonder it's not prized, is it?
No, he discarded it
Yeah.
early, remember? He
Yeah.
drew it off of the
No,
initial...
the Ditto.
No, the Ditto's in hand.
The Ditto's in hand, so we want to see
I
that
see the
benched.
Prism. Yeah, I see it. Oh, he Ultra Balled it?
I don't agree with that.
I'm very... He wants to Ace Arola to avoid a knockout. Like, I see it. I do. But you're going to let the Tina just go crazy?
I mean, the Tina will get another hit in,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess it's kind of good that it does take away a turn, basically, from Adam.
Well, so if that was the case, right, why not bench another Rockruff to then be able to Bloodthirsty again?
Yeah.
And Ace Arola. Josh is on the 1 Ace Arola, 1 Pal Pad. There's another Inkay.
Actually, yeah. Josh was playing the list that I played at Rona without the Naganadel. He's playing Deoxys instead. Yeah. Let's see.
All right, Adam, looking at the energies and everything, is just about understanding what resources he has access to.
Treating, I would think it's to the Giratina switch. Okay. And a Lily for 3, 4. Adam needs to set up another Malamar here. He needs
Third Inkay?
or third Inkay at the very least.
Or, well, what I mean is a second Inkay on the board to potentially, no matter what, have double Malamar next turn. Adam definitely debating on what to do here. 33 minutes left on the clock. See, I don't know if I benched that Marshadow yet. Also, that's another reason why I think Muck would have been really strong,
yeah.
is you then never have to worry about...
Never have to worry about Let Loose
Marshadow.
again.
Well, no, Marshadow GX.
Oh, the GX too,
The
yeah.
GX
I mean, it
is-
just stops all basics. So, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of basic abilities in
Maybe
Adam's
Josh
deck.
doesn't have a access to Rescue Stretcher again. I think that may be-
Wings.
I don't know how I feel about Dawn Wings in this matchup. Is the GX attack relevant,
The
right?
GX attack can one-hit a Lele, I think, and it can protect itself.
Unless it Guzma Bloodthirsty, right?
Yeah,
It'd have
yeah.
to.
Then it resets. Yeah.
Right, there's the 4 damage counters. That is the drawback. All right, let's see what Josh is cooking here. Evolve
Or
everything up.
Zorks online.
Trade.
Josh is gonna be able to draw 8 cards this turn
That
without
counter
playing a
game's gotta
supporter.
Go. Yep. See, that's that stretcher. I'm still a little. Now I'm a little bit more confused why that wasn't played. Now, do you Guzma the Malamar? Or do you Guzma
I
the
mean,
Lele here?
I think you.
Is it still game 1?
This
yeah.
is still game
oh
one.
my god, grinders.
Check that go, bro. Yeah, we're gonna Guzma the
And-
Lele, so now Josh is only needs to knock out
2 Tinas
2 Tinas.
to win the game. And Adam being at 5 prizes means that Adam has to Gust, take a 2 prizer. Josh takes 1. Then he has to use Dawn Wings. And
Yeah.
then try to win from there. Adam definitely got to try to piece together this comeback. There's another Malamar hitting the board. Those were also challenge promos. Hey, Pokemon, we should bring those back. All the players love them. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
Top 4 challenge promos went hard. When they were good.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind it.
I mean,
Or
think
the
of the
League
ones
Cup
that they.
promos.
So League Cup promos to me were always like, yes, they were cool, they were nice, but I just felt like the top 4 challenge promos. There's almost like nothing for challenges.
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
the prize packs are nice. As players, we love prize packs. Like I love seeing how many playable cards hit the market or just to players' hands that may not have been able to before.
But I do like the idea of like handing out like trophy cards because
especially
or
for
not,
the
like,
lowest
trophy,
championship point event possible.
but just like promo cards in general. I mean, like
Yeah.
nowadays, like you're paying 15 to 25, sometimes even $30 to enter a cup.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the case. But you are playing for the 50 points, the
And the
mats,
mat.
everything else.
Oh yeah,
As a player myself, I think I missed the challenge cards more because a lot of times the 15 points are nice, and that's why we're there. We're here to play Pokemon, here to have fun, but having the all of your placement
Shiny-
cards from your winning is
shiny
definitely cool.
shiny cards are nice.
Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure if I ask Adam, he won every single one of those Malamars. So, he has a story behind every single one of those cards, which is always just fun to see. Now, there is no Marshadow attack yet. Missing an energy by only having
Yeah, there's
double
no
Malamar.
energy in his hand.
Yep. It'd be
Grabbing
Dork. Buzzwole.
That's true.
Yeah,
There was no Baby Buzz today. I was a little surprised about that.
I think Taylor was on it.
Taylor
Yeah.
was the only one.
Yeah.
I don't-
Taylor still a senior? Is he?
Yeah, last year
Okay.
senior, I think,
He
right?
ages up.
Yep.
This year, yeah. Like coming into this season, yeah.
I don't think Hayden ages up, does he?
I think Hayden ages up next season.
Yeah,
or,
he does.
Yeah, at the start
Yeah.
of the season too.
Yeah, that's dope. We love to see all
Next
the
week.
seniors doing well in our area. We have a couple seniors that actually qualified for Worlds in our area. I
I
didn't
think so, yeah.
think, what, 4 or 5, something like that? If not more.
I think a handful of them, yeah.
Hayden is, in fact, a homie, yes.
You see a shadow impact on
110.
Zork.
Oh, another play that Adam can do is he can. I guess it won't work on this one.
Oh, he's got it. He's got the Guzma
Game 2.
150 with the choice belt or choice band.
Josh taking game 1 here. Josh taking game 1, showing why Zoroark was the best card printed in the last decade. I think pretty arguably, right? Like,
Yeah, I agree.
in the last decade. Past then, you get into other cards, but in the past decade, Zoroark GX was just
Zork definitely did a lot of damage to the TCG. It also earned a lot of people a lot of
A
money.
lot of money, a lot of points. Imagine how much money in points now.
Oh yeah,
Insane.
with the new prize structure, I think it would definitely be number one.
I would like to see Josh establish Muck this game, I think. I know he still won that game without it. I think I would like to see it set up this game, and we get the fist bump going straight into game two. Love to see it. Players understanding that, oh boy, do you start Lele or do you start Let Loose?
We're going to start
With triple
Lele.
Malamar in hand.
Deoxys
Deoxys.
start. That's pretty good.
Okay, there's a treasure. Now, Adam did choose to start Lele while having a Cynthia in hand.
He did, but he did.
Now, I would let's see it. Let's rip the let loose. I'd love to see it. You're behind the game. You need to steal a game.
Oh yeah.
Let's let loose into a Lily for like 6.
Yeah, no, Adams.
There it is.
Adams
There
got
it is.
Adams got a high roll a bit here.
Well, I think losing a 30-minute game one, you have to understand that you have to win this game in the next 6 minutes.
Pretty quickly.
You want to give yourself at least 20 minutes to play the game, if not 25, which 25 would have to be like Inke, Lily, and then Josh is going pass.
Yeah, Malamar definitely takes a few more turns to set up than Zorark.
Let's see this turn 1 let loose. Is Josh's hand cooked?
Did we get let
I
loose?
think he got let loose into Lele. I think that's what I saw. Rockruff Lele. And there's that Lily.
6 cards.
Okay, Acrobike.
Ditching.
Switch.
Switch.
Okay. There's a Malamar. You gotta find...
I only see what the one Ultra Ball.
Yeah, but you have a Lily for the next turn. I really hope you have another Draw Supporter in hand. All the Psychics on the bottom.
No Psychics in discard either. So
No, but there's one on active. So
there's one on active.
That's pivot. So
You're not going to be able to Psychic recharge that one to an attacker.
no, but if you find a way to Ultra Ball away double Psychic or Treasure away Psychic and then Cynthia into another one or something like that.
Adam's
All
definitely
right,
going to need to find.
double Malamar in hand. Is that...
Let's see what we top deck. What is that? Is that another Lele?
If that's double Lele, that's pretty nuts. Does that
I
mean
couldn't
you
see if that
can-
was a full art Lele or not.
We knew Rockruff was in hand. Lele Wonder Tag. Now, do you grab Cynthia or do you grab Elm?
If he grabs Elms, we can assume he has another supporter for next turn, or like some way to draw cards.
Now, Ditto's in deck.
But now, if I'm Josh, and you know that Adam is playing Chimecho,
No Muck. No Muck in deck.
No Muck in
prized.
deck?
Muck prized.
but if you're Josh here,
But you did open that Deoxys.
that's true. I don't know what that other card was. Okay, it's an Elm, so he has something in hand, I guess, to draw more cards next turn. I think it's a Lele. If it is a Lele, he should bench it. Is that a Lele over there? I couldn't tell. There's
Malamar.
3rd Inkay coming down, and shuffle and draw 6.
There's a Cynthia from Adam. All right, we see some pieces. All right, I think that's a Bella Silence. If that's a treasure, I think that's it. No treasure.
Energy attachment coming onto the Lele. We're going to see energy drive for 40.
Abnils is in fact the GOAT.
It's a Guzma. Okay, it was Zorark. Okay. Trade the Guzma. What is that? Another Guzma?
Another
Judge? Is that Judge?
It might have been Judge actually.
Judge would be pretty good here.
Judge is almost always good against. That's Judge. Now, do you blood there? Oh, No, I don't think
I
he
don't think he bloodthirsty here. I think he just okay.
Oh,
That's fine actually. That's fine. Adam is down a switch. I did see him just so he's got
plays
two
two.
left.
I'm taking a quick read on that Deoxys. It has been a couple years, I guess, or so since we've gotten to play with these cards. So
Oh yeah.
big 4 cards. Yo, thanks for the follow. And Josh's hand sucks. And Adam's hand does not. I saw Cynthia.
Yeah.
Ultra Ball away, Ultra Ball Necrozma. Probably searching out third Malamar here. The eyeing up the Giratina. That Ditto still is in play, so it can threaten a Muck at any point.
Hopefully Josh does see the muck line here, but obviously the muck is prized.
Muck is prized. That Necrozma GX though, that GX attack that does 100 to every GX could come up at some point.
It could if he's able to spread enough damage.
All right, there's a treasure away, at least one psychic. Third Malamar. Let's see. Psychic recharge once onto the Necrozma. Attach for turn. Pass. Alright, and let's see what Josh can come up with on this turn. It's a timer ball. And we see double heads one more time.
One more time. Let's see it.
Reaches for it. And there's one. Oh. Is that the
That's
third in
the
a row
third
now?
double heads of this
Match.
yeah.
That's crazy.
See double Zorak, I guess
Double
here.
Zorak, if not Zorak Lycanroc? Probably double Zorak though. You remember those Zorks coming out in the boxes
Oh, yeah.
right when that deck started to get hyped?
Oh yeah.
Impossible to find for a while. You definitely evolved the Zorua first. Trade 1. There's the Lycanroc. Cynthia.
Those Zorak boxes and the Raichu boxes.
Those Raichu boxes were a little hard to find in Orlando at some point.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy. Fresh 6 cards. 1, 2, 3. We see the DCE. But now Zach. Wow, I keep doing that. Josh is not attacking this turn, right?
There's no switch.
Unless Psychic.
There's no way.
Trade away timer ball.
Got a top 8 update.
What we
With
got?
the
We're grinding still. So Carl and Aaron's game, they're currently going into game 2 right now. Carl is up a game against Aaron. Mike and Juan are on game 2. Juan is currently up a game, and Hayden and Tanner are going into game 3 right now.
Granbull
Oh, they're
Mirror.
in the middle of game 3 right now.
Granbull Mirror for 1 and 8. Granbull versus Malamar. Granbull's up a game, and then Zoro Deci Tails has a game over Granbull. Bunch of Granbull.
Yeah.
Hope y'all like hearing the attack all out for 160.
We're going all out here at Versus Games. Who is in top 8? We had the picture of it. Yeah.
For sure, Mike Morton won.
And he was Josh, Adam,
Josh,
Mike,
Adam.
Juan, Tanner, Hayden,
Aaron Rucker.
and Aaron Rucker, and
And
Carl.
Carl. A lot of Zorak, a lot of Granbull. 2 Malamar.
I think
That's all of it?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all of it. 2 Malamar. Is it 4 Granbull, 2 Zorks? Yeah. 4 Granbull.
Four.
So 1 and 8 are Granbull. Aaron's Granbull, and 8th is Granbull. Psychic Recharge, pass.
17 minutes left on the clock, and no prize has been taken.
What people didn't realize back in the day, this was the format of infinite shuffle search to not finish a game too.
This is one of them. Yeah.
Any Zorak, a lot of people like to complain now, but they didn't realize back then that
It was still a thing.
it was still a thing. It just wasn't as talked about.
No.
Now, I don't think that's the case for Josh here. I think he's going for all 6 prizes this game. Quick 2-0. Bloodthirsty, the Necrozma, which is interesting. I
We're
wonder,
gonna see a
Kukui
mul-
Defy Field? Or Devoured Field?
I think that's what we're gonna.
Oh, no, it's Psychic Week. So
It
it's a
is
knockout.
Psychic Week.
Yeah.
That is
A
huge.
Deoxys knockout.
2 prizes.
Sheesh. So now, what do you promote? You have to promote the Lele with the
I think it's
energy.
Lele's just the pivot here now.
You have to start going in with you.
I don't. Does he have a switch in hand? Is he going to Guzma something?
He's got Guzma.
Is he gonna Guzma?
That's double Necrozma GX and a Dawn Wings in the discard pile. So no matter what, we're guaranteed at least 1 Granbull in top 4. Because 1 and 8 are Granbulls.
Yeah.
There's Tina without the ability coming down.
God, my fingers.
Bro, I think that's such a cool little thing to
Oh yeah, shout out to
So far.
TJ for teaching us how to do that. Yeah, he taught me how to do that.
Shout out TJ to Giacomo. I saw him somewhat recently, like a month ago.
Yeah, and I saw him the other day for some big news actually for Versus chat. I can talk about it really fast so we can keep the game going. But Versus Games will be hosting VGC now.
Hype.
Expect all those new VGC challenges and cups to be on this or on either my channel or on TJ's channel with a bunch of Versus ads all over it. But VGC soon, boys. Shout out to TJ.
Shout out to TJ.
See a Shadow Impact for 130 on the Lycan Rock.
40 on itself.
40 on. I think he put it on.
No, he put it on itself.
put it on himself. Yeah.
It's just blending in with the Tina. Ace to roll right away. And there goes that. Adam just shaking his head. Yep. Multi-switch because you just...
Up off the Deoxys. That's
And there's that.
finishing the Rock Rough.
So now you can threaten the Kukui Bloodthirsty play.
Josh definitely in the driver's seat right now in this game.
We had a couple of VGC legends here today.
We did.
Will Collins, Amdor.
Oh yeah, well, oh my God, I'm tripping. Yeah, we had the VGC commentator themselves in the building, Adam Dorcott.
He bubbled. He got 10th.
Yeah, he did.
Playing spread.
That's his stuff, man. Yeah, it's crazy.
He'd love that deck. There's that switch. Distortion door. What do you ping? I think he's just a little too far behind now. Because if Josh can get a bloodthirsty Choice Band Kukui play, I think that's it, right?
yeah.
Because then go down to 1 prize. You can't do the Necrozma for all 6 prizes. I think that'd be pretty much it. Okay, I like this. He can also derogue the Lele at any point.
He can't just Guzma and D-Rogue it.
Let's see. Josh debating on what he needs to do here. 3 to 5 in prizes. Let's see here. Playing the Elm. Searching out that last Rockruff. Kukui is in deck, so is a bunch of energy to still threaten the Dangerous Rogue on the next turn. It's weird not seeing Adam have Archeops on his field.
Oh yeah.
He's been playing only Lugia lately.
Exclusively Lugia.
Well, Josh officially has the Kukui and the Guzma in hand, so he gets choice next turn on how he wants to go about it.
Josh going down to 2 prizes.
All right, Adam actually can't even let loose again this turn, so I think Josh should just have it. Already has the Guzma, already has energy, has it all. Let loose. So I didn't see anybody using the promo let looses today.
I didn't either.
I traded mine at Worlds when Shintaro was in the finals. Traded that in a whole ton of Naganadel promos to a bunch of players from Japan. Because they all wanted to promo Naganadels because Shintaro was in the finals and they didn't get those promos.
That's fair,
I think
yeah.
I came in with like 24 Naganadels or something like that, just in my binder because I had them.
It was
crazy.
it was like a promo in an ETB.
No, it was the league promo.
Or it was the league promo, that's right.
It was
that's
the
right,
league
that's
promo.
right. I was thinking of the GX one.
No, that was a promo.
Yeah. I don't know why I
That
was
was an
thinking of that
ETB
one.
promo and a set card.
Okay,
There's
another
a
let
let
loose.
Now I'm curious, what's your plan here post
I
let
think
loose?
he's just swinging with Lele and saying,
No, but at some point the Lele is going to go down and you can't...
I mean, it's just Kukui. If Josh can find Kukui here.
Dang, man, for real, Bobby? You had to call me out like that? It's Poiple, the eye-opener to be specific. Bobby watched me just absolutely punt a top cut on stream. On Mark's stream, I had the eye-opener and that's
the Dangerous Rogue.
D-Rogue. All right, Josh will be moving on to top 4.
2-0 over Adam.
Yo, shout out
4-0
Bobby
team.
Clark. Best judge
Shout
in
out
Florida.
Bobby Clark. Absolutely best judge in Florida.
Best judge in the
Best
game, baby.
PO. Hopefully get to see him at Worlds this year, you know.
Shout out Bobby
When is your
Clark.
master class?
Dude, I remember that specifically too. I eye-openered and I had a notebook next to me. I didn't write them down and I just absolutely punished. Heck yeah, that's awesome.
Let's go.
We'll see Bobby in Hawaii.
You're about to get judged in Hawaii, boys.
Just don't check. Just don't check.
And that's going to be another wrap for this one, y'all. As always, thank you so much for watching. You can check out our latest video upload right here. Make sure you're subbed to the channel. And as always, keep on gaming, gamers versus games.